West. Salute. West the business. It's the Damu and Kiwe Conversations, and we got the content. Y'all know us. We got 5 minutes. I can't be cursing. First 5 minutes. Hit that like button on your way in. Tell a friend, share. Let them know we got the content. Damu and Kiwe Conversations. Suge Knight versus Reggie Wright Jr. Pork Butt and Wack100. Y'all know we gonna flame these clowns up today. This is what we do. Hashtag expose the exposers. Shout out to my brother most scandalous Los Angeles TV. Shout out to the brother Stand On It Media. Good luck with that shout out on your coverage and shouting out Discretion TV. Shout out to my boy A Dose of Reality TV. And I got to make sure I send y'all the link. Because if I didn't send the link, he won't even pull up. If I send the link, he going to make sure he here as soon as he can get here. You know what I'm saying? It's so much going on, man. What's up? Blaze up your fat Kush blunts or zigzags if you smoke color wraps. You know what I'm saying? Blaze that thing up. Get you a shot of some yak or something. And just chill with the Damu and Kiwe Conversations, man. Oh, hold on. They didn't even show I haven't sent the damn. Oh, there it go. Boom. So I'm going to send this to, yeah. Hit that like button if y'all just coming in. Y'all know we got the content. Veggie wrong. Old pork butt, man. This is the most entertaining shit on the internet right now. The war of the death row alumni, nigga. None of them niggas don't get along. Big U is another death row alum. And then it keep coming up. Then Veggie, the dirtiest of them all, right? Niggas thinking Veggie might be indicted any day as a suspect and a lead witness in the Keefe case on the unaliving the Tupac Shakur. Or he might be indicted on the Biggie shit. He's a suspect and an eyewitness, a suspect and an informant in both unalivings of Tupac and Biggie Smalls. Uniquely. So I guess Pork Butt did something uniquely, but he going that Suge, man. And you know, we just here for it though. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button. Salute to everybody on Twitch. At Active Chucks on Twitch. If you don't know, we on YouTube right now. YouTube, Twitch. At Active Chucks, man. I'm going to put that on IG. We'll pin that. So anybody trying to come up over there, make sure you come up. Subscribe if you ain't already subscribed on YouTube. Hit that like button and share and tell a friend. You hanging with Don. Duke Sim for Bram. Edward Bell, salute to the West Coast. And Active Chucks for dropping that dope knowledge, y'all. Free the big homie you. 100 strong from the 318 Sweetport, Louisiana. Beautiful black lady. Salute to everyone in the chat. Senior General Trav, it's up though. Homies being grafted. That COINTELPRO effective. Man, it's nasty work, bro. Effective COINTELPRO business. Nigga, this shit is nasty. Kid the Barber, shout out Damu and Kiwe Conversations, Duke Sims, and Yael, salute. Salute, bro. Y'all already know what it do. Salina. Salute to the chat. Welcome to Damu and Kiwe Conversations. Make sure you hit the like button as you enter and listen to the content. Man, y'all make sure y'all listen to Selena. Stay active in the chat. The chat's where it's at. Shout out to the Blue Wrench Mob. Without y'all, it's no us. You know what I'm saying? Drew V, big salutes, Do Sims and Yael, everyone in the chat. G-Mac 2-1. Salute to everybody on Clubhouse. You know what I'm saying? We are on Clubhouse right now. So we got the room open. You know what I'm saying? And I think the room is still open. I should still be up in that joint. Yeah, I got God up in there, and I ain't even give him a bean. Always watching TV. Salute to you. I hope you get the content, because we finna flame pork butt ass up. Nigga, Pac named him pork butt, nigga. That's the ultimate form of disrespect. He knew you was a pig, and I'm figuring that you was getting your ass ate out by one of them homosexuals, Cedric. You know what I'm saying? And Pac found out and named you pork butt. Pork butt. Pork butt. Drew V said, I got that yak on deck. Spirit Wonder, West. Shout out to the Damu and Kiwe Conversations and to the chat. Fire, got one roll for sure. Hey, man, blaze one for the nation. Wake up, drink up, light up. Hey, if you come in here, hit that like button, because we definitely getting to it. We're going to, soon we get these likes up, Walter Parsons, salute, and get through this chat. We'll get to the content. Machiavelli the Don says, Reggie wrong. Hey, Reggie wrong. Just don't know how to be right, nigga. How is you the suspect and an informant on the Biggie murder? That means you had to point the finger at Suge, because that's who they were searching after. So that's what you had to tell them. So not only is you an informant on the Biggie, unaliving, nigga, use a informant and a suspect on the Tupac murder investigation. They got KVD Douglas, who might be the greatest rap in LA history. And when I say great, it's made in a derogatory, bad manner. You know what I'm saying? I say that with utter disgust. But I don't know, man. Seems like he running neck and neck with old pork butt, man. Veggie wrong, nigga. The frog-shaped cop crusader strike again. I see that nigga said the frog-shaped cop crusader, nigga. Hey, Scandalous, you gotta get that one. Scandalous got some of the coldest motherfucking nicknames for these weirdos. Sagittarius Jones, salute to Do Sims. Peace to the tribes in North America. You already know what it is. King Lou from the Lou, what up? Bo Monty, what's up? You already know. Gang, what up? Just took off my work shoes and put on my chucks. It's time to get active. Active chucks. Nina 13, what up? Let's go. Damn, this motherfucker keep going. They active in the chat. I don't know. Salute, meet me at the Circle K, park by the phone. What it do? You know what I'm saying? That nigga said, just got off work, I done kicked off my shoes and made me a drink. Listen, man, you deserve it, brother. You know what I'm saying? Being black in America comes with its lows. When you alive on this side of the 430 count, I mean, you got to celebrate life, because you got another opportunity to get your piece of the American dream. You know what I'm saying? Makita, Exotic Soul, salute. With that sexy accent. The sexy accent. So, I see y'all see what's going on. We gonna go ahead and get right into this, because we finna get this cracking. Damu Kiwe Conversations. Damn, where the hell is that damn video? Let me find this video, because that shit ain't popping up on the screen. Yeah, there it go right there. Bam. Scandalous Los Angeles TV. Salute to the GOAT. Go talk, nigga. My motherfucking dog. Let's get to it, man.
Okay. You know, Reggie Wright was stealing. He had made a publishing company under my name, and he was just stealing all kind of shit, man. And, you know, we found that out, and now Snoop going through every corners of the Death Row catalog and just seeing like Alan Grumblot from E1 stealing. Oh, wow. You know what I'm saying? And
Alan Grumblot, the same person, CS2 back always yelling. Veggie Wrong's always yelling. And it's a cold game, man. I broke that down yesterday about how Reggie not only made a company, Simon Says Publishing, and we all know Simon is Big Suge. Using his name, went to UMG, sent them letters claiming that they owed him royalties, trying to collect on his behalf with a company he made in his name. Straight fraud, right? Then after that, I said, damn, that reminds me of what happened with the E1 deal, Koch Records. With that Suge put together, he goes to jail. They cut him out the mix. Alan Grumblot, Wack100, and Reggie Wright Jr. And I know David Cannon probably had his hands all in it. I can't prove that, but I believe so. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy Iovine might have played his part also, you know. But in any event, 5% of all of Koch's urban record sales were supposed to be paid to Suge Knight forever. He allowed them, when they were small, to utilize the Tupac publishing to do an admin deal. That's administration of royalties, publishing, and writers, right? Suge owned the masters. So they were directly fucking him out the money by putting Wack in the position of Suge, and Reggie admits that they were paying him to be a liaison between E1 and Suge. This is what he said, but he's stealing money. And now here go Dad's talking about Alan Grumblot, Reggie Wrong stealing money, and Snoop then uncovered it.
Reggie Wright stealing.
Welcome back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers. It looks like war's been declared, y'all. Reggie's back, and he's firing shots at Marion Knight like never before. He said it himself. The gloves are off this time. According to Reggie, when it comes to death row, Simon was just a puppet who forgot his place. He claims he, along with David Kenner and Jimmy Iovine, were the real engine behind the label's success. Reggie might have said a little too much in this video. Reggie has called Simon a rat on numerous occasions. Because of that, he knew that using the rat insult wouldn't sting the same today. So now he's grasping at anything he can to discredit him. He even went so far as to bring up Simon's honeymoon, claiming he wet the bed that night.
All right, Reggie. I know you've kind of held back when it comes to divulging a lot of the information you know on Suge, but given his recent comments, is there anything you want to say or expose while we're here?
Oh, I'll just go into it, and then we'll touch on each topic individually in our next set of tapings. But just wanted to put this out because I know a lot of y'all heard the episode, and y'all want me to respond. I'm trying to wait. I put out a call to see where it is coming from and to try to get some feedback because I don't want to be like a bitch and be spontaneous. I'm about to give you some heads up and just remind you of a few things, Mr. Knight. You think Gene Deal and them are having a ball talking about Puffy's life with adult women? Oh yeah. Niggas about to learn about peaches. People about to learn about Stormy and ages of these girls. You was Art Kelly before there was an Art Kelly, motherfucker. You's a pedophile. You worse.
Woo! Reggie that took the gloves off. Hey, Suge, we trying to look into your history now, my nigga. I don't know if you was sliding fishing lines by the playground at the park, my nigga. What's up with that? I mean, Veggie Wrong ain't the most credible nigga on the internet by far. He's one of the greatest liars, right? But sure, these some serious allegations, my nigga. Maybe he lying. I don't know. But niggas eyeballing, side-eyeing you like, what's up with that? You know what I'm saying?
Because you use your money to wine and dine these young girls that were still in high school. But you got nerves to speak on me like that? And you know I know all of this stuff about you. You and your herpes you've been infecting everybody with.
Hey, man. Suge, man, I'm going to keep it a buck. Niggas can't say you was the most gangsters, nigga. Niggas can't say you was the richest of niggas, but you was one of them at your peak. But my nigga, if it's found out that you done revoked your player card, nigga, listen to what Reggie talking about. It's nasty work.
Nerves to speak on me like that? And you know I know all of this stuff about you. You and your herpes you've been infecting everybody with.
Hey, man, when he say it, I get the itching. You can't get rid of that unless that Dr. Sebi shit works. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, bro. We not going to say the name because this nigga, we don't know how he seen this man's medical record. Unless he done passed it to his wife. Suge said he was hitting Veggie Wrong's wife before he had him. He said every bitch he ever fucked and put his dick in, Suge had already had the bitch. You know what I'm saying? And not to call Reggie wife a bitch, but this is what Suge said, right? So the nigga saying you got that thing, man. Hey, look. If you revoked your own player's card and you out here passing around the itchies, nigga, hey, listen, man. Niggas always talk about the gangsta ass niggas from LA. LA done raised some real boss players, man. Suge is a boss player, man. If he got that itchy, my nigga, hey, you can't get rid of that. That kind of like take away from his player card, man. You done got what and then what? Come on, man. Let's get back to the scandalous video, man.
How you have accused your mother with messing with your daddy's brother, Richard? You trying to say I was a drug dealer? Oh, I caught that joke or that little subliminal when you threw. You forget the name you used when you got arrested in the parking lot of Larry Parker's for cocaine in your fucking glove box? Bro, you don't let people build your head up just like you lost death row because you forgot to play your role. You was a puppet for that company. You ran Dre off. You ran Dre off. You ran Dre off.
So nevertheless, you had guys getting $150 a day. He gave guys extra money. One guy got a check for $20,000. And he went to the bank to cash it. So they had to call him and talk to him personally. Did you really get this dude in here with a dirty T-shirt on and bummy jeans to cash a $20,000 check? He had to verify and say, yeah. The problem with that, when they asked the guy, why did you get a $20,000 check? He said, because he gave me $20,000 to kill Suge Knight. And he told that to more than one guy. So when they called me and I put up that tail, they was paid to kill me. I'm not the one said that. The people who got the money said that. Because they brought the checks to me, and to the PI, and to the lawyers when I was in the county jail. I'm locked up. Remember, I can't even use the phone. I can't even write nobody. Can't nobody write me. But at the same time, these guys sent a copy of the check and say, hey, show him this. I'm like, okay, why are you showing me? He said, because he want to know that Andre paid us to kill you.
You ran Jimmy off. You ran Jimmy off. You ran Jimmy off.
And rest in peace, Easy D. One thing about Eric, Eric told me one day, I thought Andre did all the music, all the beats. All right, whoop. You know what Eric told me? People send our demos in. Andre redo them. We redo the raps.
Yeah.
That's the song.
All right.
I took that same get down. So basically, I took it from Easy. It did the same shit. I took it from Easy and took it to another level.
All right.
And guess what? Jimmy Iovine sent me to prison and stole it from me. Jimmy Iovine sent me to prison and stole it from me. Jimmy Iovine sent me to prison and stole it from me.
You ran David Kenner off. You ran David Kenner off. You ran David Kenner off.
And sometimes you find out stuff, and I ain't trying to take the things away from all what we're talking about, but sometimes you find out things later on that is so bad to you, it just makes your blood boil. I found out recently that allegedly one of my attorneys, David Kenner, was involved in the assassination of Tupac and me getting shot. And I never should have went to prison the first time I went to prison, but I had caught the accounting firm who Jimmy introduced to. They stole like about $30-40 million, you know. My thing with my accounts was I signed all my checks. So any check was over $5,000, I definitely had to sign it. And they was giving David $100,000 a month, and David said he was giving Jimmy a kickback from $100,000 a month. So we was paying him for all the work he did as an attorney, and they was giving him $100,000 a month. Wow. And buying cars and houses and stuff.
You ran Reggie off. You ran Reggie off. You ran Sharita off. You ran Sharita off.
Perez and them was all involved. They were trying to kill me too, but see, because Perez and Reg was good friends, and Perez and Sharita and Reg is great friends, and so all those three together was trying to plot.
Sharita. Oh yeah, Sharita. You forget about the story. You forget what happened to y'all on your wedding night, Suge Knight. You forget. When she woke up, I always told her that was going to start off my movie. Tell him yes. This is going to start off my movie with y'all on your wedding night and you pissing in the bed on her. Sharita, tell me I'm lying.
Reggie said the opening scene of his movie is going to be Simon's wedding night. Why is the first scene of your story focused on another man's wedding night? That says a lot without saying much. That kind of personal jab just shows one thing, that Reggie might be running out of gas. Because let's be clear, Simon wetting the bed isn't a bigger deal than Reggie telling his security team not to carry weapons the night Tupac was murdered. Simon's wet bed sheets aren't more scandalous than Buntry being murdered in a vehicle registered to Reggie, just one day after he went to seek legal counsel from the Baker law firm because of Reggie. Reggie is going to have to do a whole lot better than that.
When he pissed in the bed on your wedding night.
You gotta show some evidence, Reggie.
Okay. All right, sure. Let's talk about Big Black, sure.
KD, what up?
You took the gloves off. I told you these gloves gonna come off. And this is just an iceberg.
These gloves was gonna come off.
This is just an iceberg of what's going on. You forgot about Big Black? You know I know about Big Black. You know your women talk to me. How you like that up your ass, Big Black. So, nigga, I told you not to fuck with me, not to mention my name. This is episode 1 of this shit. You took respect and love as fear. When have I ever feared you? I protected you. You fuck with right now. The that you call your friend, you was talking about Freaky PD, call that your little brother. How would anybody want to be a friend of yours? Tell us who you talk to on the phone at least once or twice a week. You know, the dude that killed Buntry.
Mob James's brother Buntry gets killed.
Yeah.
You said it happened in a car that you...
I was the registered owner of.
You were the owner of that car.
Yes.
What was the situation over there? Because he said, he said on camera who he thinks killed him.
But if you just...
So the situation with Buntry, you said that George killed him?
Yeah.
And George was a Pyru also?
Yeah.
Okay. He got stabbed?
Who?
Your brother.
No, he was shot 9 times. He was shot 9 times.
I'll say on camera. Shit. Dude's in jail. Name is G.
Is it Monkey Man?
Monkey Man. Well, y'all call him Monkey Man. We call him G.
Why, Regional Walker, why does Mob James ride with Reggie Wright Jr. knowing him and his father murked his bro?
Your supposedly best friend? You promising him a piece of the movie, a deal you doing right now?
Rat James.
Him and Dog. Oh yeah, I know everything. I hear everything, dog. But you wanna fuck with me? No, nigga. Stay 1, episode 1. I'll let this episode digest so you can call me. And then when you don't, and we don't talk about it, I'll send you $500 for each kid you have so you can start doing some motherfucking DNA. So we can find out who's the real kids around here. Who are real knights. Play with me, nigga. Bombfirst, peace.
Rick Ross, you know you owe that bread, titty man. I'm gonna beat the dog shit out of you. I got a show saying it ain't smart being stupid. Yeah, I'm gonna invite motherfucking Rick Ross on there. That ain't his real name, whatever. If he can get me, I'm gonna shave my motherfucking beard. Oh! When I beat his motherfucking ass and kick him square in his motherfucking ass and play with his titties, he needs to shave his beard and go back to the police that he is.
Damn.
Okay, so this video is going to be very upsetting to a lot of you out there. So no jumper.
Hey, that's crazy too. Shout out Point and Shoot, man. Point and Shoot made a post, man. No Jumper's trying to get rid of his whole page, bro. These bigger platforms, that's the same shit Porky, the pig pay Ruby doing. The niggas, bro, Scandalous done lost multiple pages. Smoked Out TV done lost multiple pages. Nigga, I took so many strikes. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, this ain't been no easy parade, nigga. War, nigga, the cyber war of 24, 25, nigga, was unplugged, nigga. Steffi Weffy, oh, you need oxygen. Veggie state wrong. Yeah, Veggie wrong, man. Veggie state wrong. Oh, he's in his veggie state. Oh, that's nasty work, Steffi Weffy. That's nasty work. Stand on the media. What up? I'm waiting on a link to a video. We got a special cartoon video coming out. H says Suge is in contact with the dude that killed Buntry and he never told Mob James. Yeah, that's what he's saying, but you can't believe the police, man. This nigga Veggie wrong. Bro, do you know who the Orca is? Let me go get the video on the Orca, my nigga. Cause y'all acting like y'all don't know who the orca is, nigga. Nigga, y'all don't know who sent to who brought Tanisha Swan to the Fed. Scandalous Los Angeles TV, nigga. The orca, nigga. Scandalous Ben put y'all up on the orca, man. It's a video called The Orca. Let me go ahead and find this video for y'all real quick. Y'all gonna appreciate it, man. Because it puts a lot in the context when you get to talking about Porky. You know what I'm saying? Wack100 strikes back. Is Pot Killer still on the rock? COINTELPRO Hip Hop Cops. And the Black Messiah, Reggie Wrong. Let me see, Porky. Where's the orca? Bow down and kiss the ring. This, I'm telling you, the orca, he brags about it. After Reggie, Wack runs from Deuce Sims after Reggie has spoke to him. Damn, where the hell is the orca at? Hey, Scandalous, if you in the thing, send it. It might be on the most Scandalous page, bro. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I want to get y'all that one. That shit is hilarious, but it's really informative. Scandalous does have that witty sense of humor. You know what I'm saying? But let's get into this real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into this. Y'all want to know a little bit about who Veggie Wrong is, nigga? Nigga, he's the devil incarnated, spoiled, daddy's boy, crooked cop. Hold on. Let's get to this.
Back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers. The other day, Reggie and John down there at Bombfirst invited Don from the Dossier podcast and former FBI agent Phil Carson back onto their panel for a follow-up discussion of some sort, and of course it went left. I'm not sure why Reggie was bold enough to bring Phil Carson back on his panel. The first time Reggie brought him on his show, Carson ended up exposing Reggie's listeners to the fact that Reggie was a 137 source informant for the FBI. Well, this time, Phil is able to get Reggie to arrogantly admit that he helped the FBI put former Compton Mayor Omar Bradley behind bars. Once again, Reggie reminds all of us just who his loyalty lies with. For some reason in today's world, an informant of this magnitude is ignored by a lot of people and welcomed with open arms. People should make no mistake when it comes to Reggie Wright. He is unlike any individual that you have ever come across. Marion Knight entrusted him, and we see where he is today. Let's not mention Marion's entourage. We all saw what happened to them. Everybody except Reggie, he never had one shot sent his way. Even though Buntry was murdered in a car that was in Reggie's name, no one has ever managed to shoot a single shot at Reggie himself. He's been a suspect in multiple murders, including 2 of the highest profile murders in the history of the United States, Tupac Shakur and Christopher Wallace. Not only has he been a suspect in these murders, he's managed to be an informant at the exact same time, for the exact same crime. This is the man responsible for CS2 back.
Okay, so that's that. For those of y'all that want to, we just try to give y'all information on current events that's going on, and I think Phil did a great job. Before we get into the Reggie and the Phil and Reggie being Phil snitch and all of that, and all of this, we'll try to take some more decent and mature questions from Phil while we got somebody that really knows this stuff. Or Don, we'd like to deal with them and ask them questions, and then we can deal with all you trolls.
You know what? I want to clear one thing up though, really quickly. Actually, a couple things up, real simple. Okay. First of all, Russ Poole was a 137 confidential informant of mine at the FBI. Okay. Without question.
Do you understand what he just said? Nigga, Detective Russell Poole, I forgot about that. Hit that like button. Detective Russell Poole was a 137 informant working against the LAPD. And they hit him with the heart attack gun in the sheriff's office, talking about the Tupac and Biggie unaliving. Oh, this is some nasty work, bro. I forgot that Detective Russell Poole was an informant for the FBI. Nasty work. Hawk, let's go.
Okay, I can speak about that because he's no longer with us. He passed away in like 2015. It's a standard practice of the FBI, and it's one of the reasons why we oftentimes have very good relationships with informants, and people feel comfortable and safe coming to talk to us and provide information, is because back in the day, there were two kinds of sources. One was a 270 source. That was a qualification. And that's somebody that has something that they're trying to work off. Let's say, I arrested a guy on drug trafficking or bank robbery or whatever the case may be. And he now realizes he's up shit creek and he wants to cooperate, and he's willing to testify. That would be a mandatory requirement for him to be opened up as a 270 source. He has to be willing to testify. Okay? That's somebody that can get disclosed to the court, and we will put him up on a witness stand if we have to have him testify in a trial. The other kind of source is what they call a 137. That is somebody that we will not disclose. We would not disclose that to a judge, and we keep that very private. We don't use their name in reports, but we basically we treat them the same in terms of when we get information from them. We do our due diligence. We corroborate things, because you never know if somebody's trying to cooperate just to kind of hurt a competitor or another company or get back at somebody. But Russ Poole is a 137. Now, I can't say anything about you, Reggie, because I respect you and I respected the relationship that we had. But if you want to explain to the people if you had any type of relationship with the FBI, that's going to be on you. And I can either agree or disagree.
Okay, and I'll explain it. The only FBI agent that I ever remember meeting with was a gentleman by the name of Dan McMullen, and that was in 97, about 96 or 97. Him and John, they were partners, and that was
who else did you say?
Well, I said John. He was an ATF agent.
Okay. What other, have you ever had any other type of relationship with the FBI?
With one other gentleman, and I think his name was LJ. And that's when I brought a lady friend of Suge Knight's, I'll say that, down to meet with
the lady friend that he brought of Suge Knight, that he brought to meet with the feds at the DEA or the ATF building on Temple Street, was Tanisha Swan. And she pointed the finger at Suge Knight as paying Poochie, who already had been unalived, for the assassination of the notorious B.I.G., Christopher Wallace. Well, the first person that told the Joint Task Force that was Wack100. This is nasty work. The Orca got his hand all over. We'll get to the Orca video in a minute.
With him regarding some activity that's going on in Vegas at the nightclub.
Okay. Do you mind if I tell your audience my relationship with LJ Conley?
Okay.
Are you cool with that?
Yeah, you said y'all were partners.
Okay, yeah, we were partners.
Okay.
Now, are you cool with me talking about any type of what you're just speaking about right now about meeting with LJ? Okay, I just want to make sure you're cool with that.
Yeah.
Okay, I have met you several times. I was always with LJ. We were partners.
And when you say several times, how many times, and where was that at? Was that the FBI? And that was
no, it was in different areas of Compton. I met your father.
You may have met my father, but I have never met with you. Go ahead.
Okay. You have met with me. It is documented. You were very helpful, very cooperating. You provided a lot of good information. We did several different operations, including, I think we even talked about it a few weeks ago about the information that you provided that
you said
over to
something
Vegas.
about, you said something, not the Vegas thing, because you said something about a raid where Suge Knight got arrested or
That's
got
something
raided.
separate. That's something totally separate.
What other operation then? Tell me the other operation.
The information you provide.
Go ahead.
No, here's the thing. Reggie,
you gotta be. Only other time I met with LJ was about some school fires. Only other time I met with LJ was about some school fires. Only other time I met with LJ was about some school fires.
Okay. I put it this way. I mean, that's not, I don't think we want to go down.
We do. We want to go down that road.
You want to go down?
Yeah.
We do want to go down that road. We do want to go down that road. We do want to go down that road.
I want to go because I want to hear where you took, because I must got some amnesia or something, or you got me mixed up with somebody else.
I'm not. No, honest to God, I'm not. And okay.
Please.
You provided information, and we follow people that took us to Vegas. You provided us information regarding, God, what was his name? Percy? I'm trying to think if that was his first name or last name, about some contracts that were going on in Compton, because
you hear Omar Belly. That's what the school fires.
Okay.
The school fires.
Let him finish, Reggie, and then you talk.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah,
but we met
here. Omar Bradley.
Correct.
Okay, well, I'll tell my stuff when he tried to hire or give some money for a security contract regarding school fires, and was going to try to set up a guy that had sued me that I was trying to get. His name was Leo something, and they were trying to get me to bribe or to give them some kickback. Omar Bradley said some kickback for a school contract, and that's what I'll talk to LJ about. When he tried to hire or give some money for a security contract regarding school fires, and was going to try to set up a guy that had sued me that I was trying to get. His name was Leo something, and they were trying to get me to bribe or to give them some kickback. Omar Bradley said some kickback.
It has been something that people was setting people up in Compton, from what I could see.
I was very shocked that the United States government had entered into that community and spent so many years with such intensity trying to corrupt public officials. And I know from their point of view, it was a sting operation. It was designed to see if public officials would accept bribes, and they don't see themselves as corrupting people, but I thought they went really overboard in that case, and I was quite offended by it.
They were harassing us. Our phones were being tapped. They were following us. They were sending various informants.
Omar Bradley and I were invited to a dinner, and we went to the dinner. And when we went to the dinner, they had some people there, and my own cousin, Reverend Fisher. It was supposed to be a dinner for him. So we went to the dinner to celebrate with him. And they had people in there. They had a white businessman and another white man I didn't even know. And I didn't know him until I went to the grand jury, and I saw that he was an FBI man.
For a school contract, and that's what I'll talk to LJ about. Okay.
Yeah, you're correct.
Okay.
What was the Vegas thing? Was that about the nightclub?
Huh?
Was the Vegas thing?
Oh,
sorry.
That was some other information that we got through Reggie and some other people in Compton. That it was about, well, it involved the same people that were involved in what you're talking about with Mayor Bradley and some of the other players there.
The niggas
and yes, so we did.
Down for the slow people in the chat. Hit that like button, man, because y'all just sitting down there in the bushes. We ain't even over 100 100 likes yet? Let me see where we at with these likes. Because I stopped the content. How a nigga got 300 people up in here and barely 102 likes? Man, hit that like button. Is Suge winning the war at Death Row Records? We got 78% say yes, 20% say no, 2% say CS2 Back is winning the war of the Death Row alums. You know what I'm saying? The Death Row Record alums. But look, the brother said, where you go? Mark Best said, I think they made that story up and tried to blame everything on Suge. Me too. I think Reggie was messing around with her. With Tanisha Swan. Could be. But Veggie wouldn't be a 137 at this point because he already showed you he had testified when he testified at the grand jury on Keefe D. And then it was another grand jury he testified on. That's what Suge is talking about now. Wait, how did Reggie lose his badge? They told him he couldn't work for Death Row and still have his job. You know what I'm saying? So he left, he retired, he still get his pension. All the dirty shit Veggie Wrong did as an officer, nigga, he's still getting paid as of right now. Piece of shit, went to jail. That nigga slick as a motherfucker. But nickel slick, the coldest of snakes. Selena, sometimes you have to be careful about what or who you have in your space because you have to have your own space and time with yourself to keep your peace with your life balance and friend. Now, that's a fact. Man, there's over 100 people in here that need to hit that like. Man, tell them again, man. 100% correct. Reggie in that scandalous video, Reggie was telling on himself the whole time. He tried to smut Suge. Man, he definitely was. Phil Carson, FBI agent, he needs to expose Reggie. No, Phil said that he had to protect Reggie.
A nice, fun operation, and it took us to Vegas. And
well, I don't know what y'all did, but I know.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, here's the thing. This is the easiest way to explain it is because this is where I want to be careful. When somebody provides us information, whether it be a source or somebody that just is a citizen that just feels like they're doing the right thing, we don't tell those people like updates or tell them, okay.
Okay. I understand. That's all.
Yeah.
I was trying to.
Let's get Reggie Wright Jr. hashtag the plug and the police. Reggie Wright Jr. The plug and the police.
I was trying to get Omar locked up. He had got rid of the Compton Police Department illegally.
When you was mayor, I know some people was upset when you got rid of the Compton Police Department. Is that something you would have changed or go back on? You know,
absolutely not.
You wouldn't. Being that the top number 1 and 2 guys, Lee Bach and Paul Tanaka, was involved in a lot of corruptions. I mean, they had gangs over there in the LA Sheriff's Station.
They had gangs in the Compton PD.
Okay, well,
But here's the deal. Under the Compton PD. Now, I was the mayor for this, so
that's why
I don't have to dream any of this up.
Right.
We were doing 135 murders a year. When the sheriff came, it dropped down to 27 murders a year.
That's a fact.
It went down to 1 year where there was only 13 murders. Now, I, being a mayor and being somebody who understood the hood, I understood at some point we got to make a decision. And the decision was simply this. Do we want 135 murders a year and keep a black police department?
Yeah.
Or do we want 27 murders a year and have a police department that is not necessarily black? And the reason why the murders, in my opinion, was so rampant under the Compton PD is because they were involved in some of it. And the reason why the murders, in my opinion, was so rampant under the Compton PD is because they were involved in some of it.
This is the former mayor of Compton, the one that Reggie Wright Jr. wore a wire on and tried to line up taking kickbacks, admitting that while he was the top cop in Compton, the reason that the murder rate in Compton was so high because the Compton Police Department were the one murdering some of these people. This is what was going on. They had gangs within the ranks of the Compton Police Department. This is documented. So he's trying to stop it, made a decision, and Reggie got mad and went to the FBI and tried to line him up. This is Reggie the Rat Wright Jr., a.k.a. the Orca, a.k.a. Pork Butt.
All right. It was this dude, it's this guy named Little Rod, Roderick Reed, and George. They had this boy named Vincent Buchanan, who was V-Dog. He got killed in Compton, tortured, dropped off, handcuffed, dropped off on Central in front of the cemetery. They were real tight with him. He was, a real active, cool, Fruitown Piru dude, V-Dog, Vincent Buchanan. Suge's in prison when this incident happened. 98, 99, I don't know. That's when it happened. Now word is, okay, police kidnapped him. Police kidnapped him. Police kidnapped him. Well, guys wear police jackets and stuff like that. He's handcuffed. So who's number one suspect when you hear police in Compton handcuffed? Reggie Jr. Reggie Jr. Reggie Jr.
The people that they knew.
Yeah, it ain't funny, but damn, yeah.
The people that they knew were committing the murder.
He was out there bashing us, and I knew he was dirty, and I was trying to get Omar locked up.
Reggie and Paradin were close. The Wrights funded his mayoral campaign with money they stole from Suge Knight's Death Row Records, and also then funded the targeting of Omar Bradley to put him in prison for paying for a dinner on his credit card. Payback for shutting down the Compton PD. Yeah, I don't know. Reggie was close with a lot of people there. I don't know if it was Paradin too much, but I do know, he was very close with with the chief, at that time, and Huey. So they were best of friends,
BFFs.
Yeah, and and I do feel Omar Bradley did have a vendetta against Compton PD for joining forces with the feds to hook him up and file a case against him and go to prison for that, but I heard he got it expunged and got it erased from his record. I don't, hey, it's all water under the bridge.
I was trying to get Omar locked up. I
lost everything that I owned, my home, all of my personal belongings are gone. I'm destitute. I have nothing. No home, nothing. No car. I have nothing. And when people have the capacity and the ability to reach out and take you from your family and strip you from your dignity and take everything from you but your God, these are very powerful people. These are very powerful people. These are very powerful people. And I'm afraid of them. I don't fear them, but I'm afraid of what they'll do if I talk too much.
He had got rid of the Compton Police Department illegally.
This is how disgusting Reggie Wright Jr. is.
Yeah.
He just said he was trying to get Omar locked up because he illegally got rid of the Compton PD. Omar Bradley just said that under the Compton PD there were 137 murders a year, but under the sheriffs it dropped to 27. For some reason that made Reggie want Omar locked up. This shows that Black and Hispanics being murdered in the city of Compton was something that Reggie Wright enjoyed. 137 murders in a 10-square-mile radius, under the Wright crime family Compton PD, a cabal of crooked cops. You guys don't ever forget that this is who CS2 Back brings to Clubhouse with him. This is who brought him into the music industry.
You shouldn't make jokes about Reggie Wright. Why do most other niggas don't make jokes and fuck with Reggie Wright? Why do most other niggas don't make jokes and fuck with Reggie Wright?
He was out there bashing us, and I knew he was dirty, and I was trying to get Omar locked up. And I was trying to get Omar locked up. And I was trying to get Omar locked up.
Because let me tell y'all something. Ain't nothing worse than a dirty cop.
No.
He's the you think a snitch is low. You got a cat parading around in your neighborhood. He in a car you paying for, burning up gas your mom and daddy buying, rolling around, throwing you up against the hood. But guess what? When he get done, he going to cop or he going to blow. Feel me? He in the same game you in. Right. You go to the pen, he get a medal.
He get a medal.
But he getting paid. Right. And everybody know who I'm talking about. I ain't got to say no names.
Right.
They finally busted the people that I was talking about.
Right.
A multi-state drug ring with ties to multiple gangs and a Mexican cartel busted up in Memphis.
We're talking about 22 people were indicted this morning. The charges, and there are plenty of them, include drugs and money laundering.
Police confiscated more than 46 pounds of drugs. We have also learned the bust netted members of both the Grape Street Crips and the Petterol Mafia gangs.
Fox 13's chief investigative reporter Jim Spiewak live downtown. And Jim, this investigation just didn't happen overnight.
It certainly did not. This has been going on since at least 2014. We learned here in the federal building behind me a little earlier today. Fast forward to today, we now know 22 people have been indicted. 16 of those people we know live right here in the Mid-South. Federal prosecutors are accusing 22 gang members of shipping money through the mail from Memphis, 1,800 miles away to Los Angeles, California. Prosecutors go on to allege meth, heroin, cocaine, pills, and pot were all sent back to be sold here.
The money they were shipping to L.A. was going in Reggie Wright Sr.'s account. Money laundering, tax evasion. But that nigga didn't do a day in jail, and his son did about less than a year.
It's a case acting U.S. Attorney Larry Lorenzi calls unusual.
The drugs that were sent to Memphis was a smorgasbord of drugs.
Investigators say 17 of the people are members of the Memphis Petterol Mafia, a local street gang that sells several kinds of drugs. The investigation started years ago when police found out gangs were selling drugs around the Bella Vista apartments. The investigation picked off at least one top-level OG.
It has stopped the pipeline where drugs freely flowed between California and Memphis.
Also indicted was Eric Avendado, who investigators say is connected to a Mexican cartel, but would not say which one.
They are using a variety of ways to move the drugs into Memphis.
I asked Lorenzi if an informant was used to help crack the years-long case.
We can't speak to the actual facts of the case or the actual techniques that were used to investigate. Good question, though.
What Lorenzi did say is that an alleged dangerous drug pipeline here in Memphis is now busted up. And 5 of those people named in the indictment we found out live in California. And an interesting takeaway on Monday of this week, I reported on an indictment, a federal indictment, where drugs were allegedly sent between Memphis and California. I asked investigators if these two cases are related. They told me they are not. I'm reporting live downtown tonight, Jim Spiewak, Fox 13 News.
Had the plug.
You're correct.
That's correct. Okay.
And now the interesting thing is once somebody like you provides information like that, then we're good. We go, and we'll still have contact with you. We'll still meet with you just to see if you have any updated information. Just to kind of, when we do file reviews, they don't like to see like huge gaps, months and months in between when we talk with the source, because a lot of things can change with that source or with information. But that doesn't mean when we meet with that source, we're telling them, we're giving them updates on, okay, yeah, this is what we did with your information. This is what we found out. This is what we're now doing investigative-wise. These are the new people that we're looking at. We won't do that. No agency would do that. But at the same time, we did continue to meet with you. I'd probably say I met with you probably 5 or 6 times, probably half a dozen times.
Yeah, I bet you were just about Omar Bradley or those school fires. I only remember 2 or 3 times meeting them regarding that.
Okay. Well,
I mean, isn't this is like a potato situation?
Yeah, it was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And then the one time I brought down regarding the Vegas, that's doing my job. That's the only time I ever met with the
Hey, Reggie, I'm not fighting you over this stuff. We appreciated you. Hey, Reggie, I'm not fighting you over this stuff. We appreciated you offering assistance. And like I said, one of the reasons that I think the FBI is very successful in a lot of it. First of all, the FBI or any law enforcement department that does investigations, we do not exist if we cannot make people feel comfortable about talking to us. And the way that you make people feel comfortable about talking to you is that you don't divulge who they are and you don't talk behind their back.
I don't have a problem about that. My problem is like I'm over here providing information regarding things that was going on at Death Row. That's what I was arguing about, and was saying I was not an informant of LJ's or yours regarding anything regarding Death Row. It was regarding the school fires and getting a contract with the school. And
I have a quick question.
I was never an informant with you or LJ about nothing that had to do with Death Row. So no, you was an informant with Greg Caden and Darren Dupree with everything that had to do with Death Row. You was an informant with them on multiple other things, you know. This nigga ain't saying I wasn't an informant, period. Nigga, it is what it is. This nigga working.
What were you bringing the girl to the FBI for? What were you bringing the girl to the FBI for?
You've discussed that on a live stream, Reggie. Go ahead.
Huh?
You've discussed that on a live stream before.
I'll tell it.
I know.
I ain't got no problem. I'm not trying to cover up shit.
Oh, I'm telling the audience that, these aren't new questions. So go ahead.
I brought them down because they were doing the biggest politicians out there where she was questioned about some inappropriate activities that went down for trying to open up the club. And they wanted to know about that.
Like some
and
chaos.
So they would come raiding her house, coming to Death Row or anything like that. I was contacted by either Mark Anderson, who was questioned about
FBI for. What were you bringing the girl to the FBI for?
You've discussed that on a live stream, Reggie. Go ahead.
Huh?
You've discussed that on a live stream before.
I'll tell it.
I know.
I ain't got no problem. I'm not trying to cover up shit.
Oh, I'm telling the audience that, these aren't new questions. So go ahead.
I brought them down because they were doing the biggest politicians out there where she was questioned about some inappropriate activities that went down for trying to open up the club. And they wanted to know about that.
Like some
and
chaos.
So they would come raiding her house, coming to Death Row or anything like that. I was contacted by either Mark Anderson, who was a fellow Compton cop, or LJ. I believe I met LJ through Mark Anderson, and I told him, hey, I will bring her down as head of security for Death Row and let her explain what happened.
The girl Reggie is talking about is a girl named Teresa Swan, who is the mother of one of Marion Knight's children. She is also the one who said she gave Poochie the money from Marion to kill Biggie. Not only did Reggie take her to the FBI, like you just heard him explain, he also took her to Greg Kading and the LAPD to give.
Sounds like Reggie was trying to trick Suge off the streets and put the body on him while he already fucking his bitch, running his company, working with all these other record companies and executives, Jimmy Iovine, the lawyer, David Kenner, to fuck and run Suge to the penitentiary while they took that big-ass catalog that Death Row owned. It was all a rigor, my nigga.
Give them the story that would close Kading's book. So not only did Reggie put Omar Bradley behind bars, he also helped place the blame on Marion Knight for the murder of Biggie.
Where did the whole Poochie theory coming to it kind of seemed like it came from Reggie at Death Row Camp. And I don't know, could that be a red herring at all?
Well, you allow yourself all of these options. You don't go into it and just commit yourself to.
Look at Greg Caden up against it, nigga. Couldn't that be a red herring? You getting that from the death row side, informants that's playing both sides, specifically CS2 back, his daddy, the Orca, Pork Butt, and Tanisha Swan, who's this nigga admit he took to the feds in Vegas, and he took her to the federal drove her to the federal space downtown LA. When she thought that they was just getting her for some fraud shit, that's when they hit her with the fake letter that they say Poochie signed. You know what I'm saying? They said Poochie signed a confession letter that he gave to his lawyer at the time of in case of his death, implicating Suge Knight and Tanisha Swan. So that's this nigga now. That's not a red herring coming from Reggie Wright Jr. Nigga, that's a conflict of interest. Let's go though.
A theory until you've had a chance to look into it, investigate it, explore it, and do all of those things, and then hopefully substantiate it. And so with Poochie, his name had come up early on in the investigation. His name was on paperwork from the very beginning. So it wasn't anything new. It wasn't Reggie told us about Poochie. He was already in. You know, we knew that Poochie had been involved in other murders. He was wanted at another time for another murder. So he was always a person that we were aware of. He was just not a suspect in the murder until we started to explore the possibility of him being a suspect in the murder. And that came at the time when I think Roderick Reed.
It's this guy named Little Rod. Roderick Reed
was the first one to send a letter to a guy named Kevin Hackey.
Yeah.
And in that letter, it mentions Poochie. And Roderick Reed from prison is saying he knows Poochie killed Biggie. So we had that information early on in the case. So we then began to develop that lead and see where it went. And of course, Reggie enters the picture when we interview him. Reggie doesn't really tell us so much about Poochie. He just leads us into a direction where we meet a female. He just leads us into a direction where we meet a female. He just leads us into a direction where we meet a female who then substantiates some of the things that.
So you got Reggie taking Tanisha Swan to Vegas to talk to the feds. And then you got Greg Caden here saying that Reggie just led them and to Tanisha Swan, who gave them Poochie and Suge Knight. But the crazy part is Reggie admits he drove her to the thing. Sound like the Orca is orchestrating false narratives in his own narratives. Cold game.
We believed could have been true.
Right. Just so you know, Reggie.
Wait a minute, Phil. Is that correct? How did it happen? Hello.
I don't know. Reggie, I'm not speaking about this female.
Okay, I don't want you to.
She's not on the phone with us.
Okay, all right.
And again, I'm trying to be respectful of.
I got you. Okay, I remember. I'll tell you.
But one thing I will tell you is, just because you provide information on a particular topic, your involvement in the hip hop industry or the people that you rub shoulders with or the people that you know, if you don't think your name came up on numerous occasions regarding numerous different things and events, regarding the whole death row cases, which were voluminous in terms of the number of cases, or in terms of my case regarding trying to solve who killed Biggie, then you would be sadly misguided.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying.
I was down there providing information.
Yeah, he's trying to just make sure it's clear that he wasn't an informant.
And I wasn't down there saying, oh, so-and-so killed Biggie.
This is the next level stuff I'm talking about. Reggie just admitted that he worked with the feds to get the mayor put behind bars. Even after his own admission, the man is still saying that he isn't an informant. He'll be right back on Bombfirst tomorrow. calling somebody else a rat. It's exactly like his protege CS2 back. 137 informants, playing on the stupidity of the people. 137 informants, playing on the stupidity of the people.
So-and-so did that. I have never did that.
And we've never said that you did. We never said that you
Any motherfuckers on this YouTube was there.
Okay, well, maybe these friends of yours that are listening or watching on YouTube or whatever.
I mean, Reggie, what would the fellas in Compton say? They say, would they have?
What happened? Is that it? Oh yeah, no, I remember it goes off right here. From the 80s and 90s.
Reggie and his buddy John have a pretty cold scheme they're running here. So Marion Knight hired Reggie as the head of security, just so Reggie could take Teresa Swan to the LAPD to help pin the murder of Christopher Wallace on him. No big deal. That was his job, according to these two.
That was my job. My job was to deal with the law enforcement.
Okay, and that's fine. I think it's fantastic. But like to sit here and parse out when you talk to the FBI, when you didn't talk to the FBI, when you talk to the FBI.
Because he's showing he's not an informant of the FBI.
Snitch. It's a difference between cooperating with bringing people down to talk about stuff and all that, than sitting up there saying, so-and-so did this. So-and-so did that.
How about this, Reg? Why don't you go into a federal prison and talk to the guys from the 80s and the 90s who sold drugs and killed people, who didn't talk to anybody, and ask them whether, if you go down and talk to the FBI about anything, what you are considering. And that's like,
Okay, so you guys have an agenda to paint him as a snitch. Got it.
You've been on that. You've been on that motherfucker.
That's why I didn't want him on here, Reggie. That's why I didn't want him on here, Reggie. That's why I didn't want him on here, Reggie.
Oh, John, let me deal with him. You've been on that guy's channel and been professing that
I
you
don't
got
care about anyone's channel. I'm
hear me out. That I'm a snitch or something like that. But now you're saying that I'm doing this in the scope of my job, and it's not like I got on the stand or pointing somebody out, and then you want to make it, a cop shouldn't go and
you know, when you having a snitch talk with somebody who's a potential snitch who has allegations, who's being accused, and they say the part, well, it's not like I took this stand on them. At that point, you know it's all bad, my nigga. On the yard, it's kind of like the get a rope, you know what I'm saying?
or head of security of a company, a big corporation, shouldn't go and talk to the police. Oh, that's
hey, Reggie, let me step in for a second. I think we're kind of talking over each other. When you, and again, you've admitted that you've worked with the FBI, so we're clear on
admitted that I have brought.
Okay.
I admitted to Omar Bradley. Go ahead.
I understand this. For every time that you spoke with the FBI, okay, we never told anybody. Nobody ever knew. Reggie, take a breath for a second. Okay. We never ever would tell anybody, or we never did tell anybody that you're cooperating or you're providing information or anything like that.
Listen, your boy Don here on Choke No Joke channel, who's related to you, who everybody considers yours are the same.
Who's John? I don't even know who John. I don't know who John.
Don. I said Don. D-O-N. Don. I'm talking about Don.
All I spoke about is what transpired when you talked to Phil the first time.
Reggie, let me clear this up, because I think you got the wrong conception here of Don or what we've said about you. You got to understand something. You might be providing information about Omar Bradley, but you don't know if Omar Bradley is providing information about you. You don't know if the people that are working security for you at Death Row Records, you don't know if they're cooperating either.
I don't care.
Hold on, Reggie, hold on.
I have plenty of people that have talked against me and talk and try to say stuff about me. That don't mean it's true.
Right? Finish. Can I finish?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Reggie's not sick right now, full of COVID right now.
I know. No, I like it. I like it when you're fired up like that. But no, here. We don't tell people who's cooperating with us, which means if you provide us information, we don't tell people. Just like if other people provide information to us about you, we don't tell you. Doesn't mean that we believe everything. We would never ever run. We would always corroborate things, or we get other independent sources to corroborate things. That's like one of the big things. Not to divert over to the biggie thing, but that's one of the big things. Is it's not like you have one person or two people providing information on who was involved or who covered up or who did this or who did that. But when you have multiple people, and in this case, forget about talking about the biggie. Let's just talk about your situation at Death Row Records. Okay. If you think for a second that you were the only person at Death Row Records that was providing information to the FBI,
we know that's right.
You would be crazy. Hold on. No, it does. It does because the information that people provide, we go out and we independently corroborate it, and we do operations, we do undercover meets and things like that. We wire people up. So I don't want you to think for a second that somebody tells us one thing and then we just run with it, and they tell us like, yeah, you know what? Reggie's involved in this, that, and the other. We don't just run with that, but we'll corroborate it.
I'm not talking about what the FBI did. I'm not talking about what the FBI did or what Reggie did in 1997, 1998, 1999. I'm talking about what Don is going over there in 2024.
Well, how about this, Reggie? I'm sorry, whatever I said on Choke No Joke.
I'm just trying to prove that it's not sexual. A snitch is somebody that's working within an organization and going back and providing information, not telling Suge Knight, hey man, I'm taking your girl down there.
I'm not telling Suge Knight I'm taking your girl down there. We going to tell on you. That's what you did. This nigga be telling on himself. Just like Porky the Pig Payru. CS2 back. We got a super chat from Iceman Vamp. $5 super chat. Salute to you. Appreciate the super chat. Anything donated to the Damu and Kiwe Conversations is appreciated. It helps us keep the lights on. So if Poochie was a known hitter, why did he only write a letter confessing about the Biggie murder? Wouldn't he be writing a letter confessing about all of his sins? Thanks again for the super chat, man. Let's get into the content.
Want to talk because these motherfuckers want to talk to us about X, Y, or Z. That's not a provide.
This to me is boring. I think you can ask any gangster.
You guys because of killing our narrative.
Oh no! I mean, listen.
Why did Biggie's mom drop the case? I'm curious what you guys' perspective on why Biggie's mom dropped the lawsuit.
There was dropped the lawsuit.
Yeah, it was.
But she didn't.
Did you just say the mom didn't drop the lawsuit?
Why she did not pursue it a second time?
Why didn't she pursue it a second time?
Correct.
That's a question for Perry Sanders.
Correct. But that's what he meant. That's what he meant.
That's
why
all
did she not? That's all he did.
And then one more question real quick. A user asked, it's Alex Alonso from Street TV. He asked, ask Phil Carson about his relationship with Black Special Agent Wade Lee and his undercover work in Compton.
Real quick. DeMarcio say, Mike B, what it do, pimp, soup in a cup. Salute 100, salute. I'm telling you, John and Reggie are a couple and been messing around for a long time. Whole banana in the pipe. I'm veggie raw. Thanks for the comment, DeMarco. Hey, this nigga Reggie done talked himself into a labyrinth, nigga, with an FBI agent. This nigga ain't the brightest fuse in the box, man.
Who asked that question?
Street. Another YouTuber.
Yeah, Street TV. It's YouTube channel.
He has a big YouTube channel.
Let me half of Wade, because yes, I know Wade. Reggie, remember when we were when I ran into you and Mob James about 3-4 weeks ago?
Correct. Hold on. Let me tell where, because y'all people like to. We was at ABC Studios in Glendale, filming a piece that's about to come out on Nightline.
Okay.
Okay. So is that correct? Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Now, do you remember when I was sitting there talking? First of all, I had never met Mob James before. I was familiar with who he was, obviously, through the gangster.
And guess what? Guess who you didn't even also recognize? You wasn't even for sure if it was me, right?
I knew it was you.
Oh, you knew it was me?
No,
okay.
No, it was you. I was just stunned. I hadn't seen you in what, 15, 20 years.
Yeah. And I was in a wheelchair.
You're in a wheelchair and stuff like that. But no, I mean, I'm the one that came up to you, right?
Correct. After and Reggie.
But anyways, getting back to this question, because I find it pretty interesting. Because this person that asked the question obviously has more knowledge than what anybody on this call realizes. Because this person that asked the question obviously has more knowledge than what anybody on this call realizes.
Correct.
Remember when I walked up to you and I walked up to Mob James, and one of the things that I asked him, I said, "Hey, do you recall the name Wade?" And I asked him that, and he just says no. Okay. Well, he should. And I'm gonna leave it at that in terms of one of the things that I
know why Street TV. Now I know why Street TV.
Yeah, now I do too.
And I know now. That's why I was ignoring.
One of the things. Here's the thing. One of the things that I wanted to do, and I had mentioned this to Don way early on. And this is when Greg Kading was always on. He was on Gangster Chronicles and Vlad TV and stuff like that. And I said the only way that I would go on Gangster Chronicles if they had the entire crew there, and I would go down the line and I would put each one of those people in a corner and ask them questions and see if they were going to tell the truth or lie in front of their own homeboys. Because I'll tell you what, every one of those guys on Gangster Chronicles has a story, and it's not a story that they want to get out. I'll leave it at that. So for this person to ask, hold on.
Hold on. You talking about Reggie Wright in Gangster Chronicles, or you talking about the Gangster Chronicle now? Or you just talking about Reggie
back then? No, I'm talking about back then.
So you talking about Alex? So you talking about Alex?
I'm talking about all those guys. Hey, trust me.
Reggie story we done told. Is there any more to this Reggie story? That situations, I don't know what happened, like I said, from the time we met, but the only times I ever talked about anything to Phil or LJ was regarding.
Yeah, we cleared.
I know that, but you got
that nigga on the defensive. We got a super chat from Drew V, $20 super chat. Salute to you, King. Appreciate the donation. Everything given to the Damu and Kiwe Conversations is appreciated. For gasoline, so you can stay flaming these rats. Deuce Sims the dime. Ain't no question, man. Appreciate it. Let's get back to it. Stay active in the chat. Hit that like button. If you
Reggie, go back and say shit like that. Reggie, get off this thing about using this just to try to clear your name or promote whatever. I'm letting you know.
I'm trying to promote. I don't need 573 people in the chat sale for that. I get.
First of all, Reggie,
I get this in a half hour. So I don't need.
Okay, first of all, since you brought it up a couple times, let's just speak the truth here, okay? Okay. 500,000. And I've seen the analytics. I have the data. Okay. 500,000 subscribers to the dossier. So every time you try to crack a joke about saying we only had 1,000 or there are only 1,500 people, you know what? That's a lie. And you don't
let me just leave it. I don't know. I was talking about your choke no joke friend. I don't know what you get on podcasts, but I don't know how to read motherfuckers podcasts.
So just let that go.
Why do you care about him so much? That's so weird. Like,
because I hate people that trolls Reggie Wright, and then people that go over there and support them, talking about Reggie's an informant because Reggie doing that for a motherfucker that don't even know what he's talking about.
But we moved on from it. We moved on. I got it. Take more questions.
Okay.
Take more. Come on. What's the next one?
Listen, hey Reggie, I'm apologizing to you. I'm sorry. let's move on and take more questions. I think this is interesting. We already had one interesting question about.
That was a hell of a question, by the way. Kudos to that person, because they obviously know more than.
Yeah, and they hate James, so
Yeah.
That's probably why they asked.
Okay.
Fish out of water.
There you go. All right. Next question.
All right.
You got one.
Before they get to that, we got the Kiwe pop star in here. We got the Kiwe pop star in the building. How you
Man,
doing?
dudes, Damu Kiwe Conversations, brother. Blessed to the chat. You already know that's where it's at. Salute to the Blue Wrench mob that's on their job. And if you're a friend that tapped in because of a friend, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this hot content. Man, y'all see this. Y'all see what's going on. Damu Kiwe Conversations, Suge Knight. Y'all see the title. Deuce Sims the Don. Y'all the Kiwe pop star. Bringing y'all the receipts. Voices of the culture. Damu Kiwe Conversations.
The homie Lil Don D from Villain salute. He said, "What's bracking, champ? Blood Karma came and bit blood in the ass. You know what happens in them USPs, B's 100. Yeah, bro. You already know, nigga. From Lompoc to Victorville, nigga. Lompoc when you was nigga was pushing that knife." Baby John, Lil John, shout out to Baby John too, that's the homie. You know what I'm saying? But Lil John, Hooper Rock, oh yeah, them niggas was up there active, the villains, salute. Let's finish this real quick though.
How many times,
When
Don?
I say trolls, let me just say this. When I say trolls, I'm talking about the ones with negative stuff. I don't even have a problem with people that ask decent questions. Just to say, the bull crap is what I call trolls.
You know what, Reggie? Let me.
I'm not talking to you two brothers. I'm not talking to you two now. I'm talking.
Yeah. Let me throw this one thing out there, and then we can move on. Okay.
Okay.
If there is ever an opportunity where you can get all of the people from the Gangster Chronicles, from the original cast, and you brought them all together, and you brought me and Don in there, you will be guaranteed to see fireworks. I promise you, and it will make people uncomfortable.
Well, Reggie I'm not trying to shit on Alex Alonso.
I'm not trying to shit on anybody either.
I'm not trying to shit on James McDonald. And Reggie is here for whatever you got to say. And I thought we done addressed it. We can do it. Yeah.
I'm not gonna. I'll just leave it at that. And people can read into whatever they want.
Reggie, don't worry about Reggie right now.
Okay. Well, that's
anybody else want to deal with
whatever.
Yeah. That's it. I mean,
by the way, I like
like you told me not to bring up other people into it. They're not here to defend themselves.
That's why I'm not talking about them.
You don't want to keep talking about them.
No, I just said if you want to get some fireworks for your podcast,
I don't
get all those people together.
Fireworks. I know what to say about
I'm sure you're doing just fine. I haven't said a word about any of them. Not a word.
You just said there'd be fireworks if you get them in a room and corner them.
There'd be fireworks, and I guarantee.
But the insinuation, it's the insinuation, Phil.
Let's go. What else? You say we're going to have some questions.
Sorry.
Phil, and then this is Phil. Do you believe Reggie Wright Jr. or Reggie Wright Sr. had anything to do with the murder of Biggie Small?
No.
Okay. Can I ask a question now?
That's all I need to know.
No. Can I add a little?
That's a big question. That's a big thing. That don't need to be just brushed over. So go ahead and then you can elaborate, Phil.
Okay. Do I think that you are coming clean with all the information that you have of events that took place and the people that were involved within Death Row Records? And some of those people were involved in law enforcement and were involved in the killing of Biggie? No, I don't think you're providing or you're telling everything that you know. That's based on.
My question is I have anything to do with it? Yes.
No.
Okay.
Now, hold on. Travis Smith says, salute. What up, dudes? Hey, guess what I just found out? Spider Loc is not banned from the ECC. I never thought that Spider Loc was banned from the ECC. I think I seen the 9/7s where he's from say he's banned. So I don't know about the other ECs, but I seen the 9-7 speak on it, saying he's not from 9-7. I'm gonna find that and play that for you next, Travis Smith. Since you want to bring up
pull the trigger, no. Are you in the vicinity? No. Do you have information? Do you have information that is part of the full umbrella or scope of the
before or after? Before or after?
Then I would say yes.
Before or after did I have something to do with the murder of Biggie Small?
I would say you have information. Well, before. I mean, once the murder's done, it's done. There's nothing after.
Well, you say cover up and stuff.
When you say I knew about
not part of the cover up. No, I don't think you're. No, I know Reggie's not part of the cover up because I know who is part of it.
Okay.
That's indefensible.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother part of this case that is 100% undeniable of who was involved and how the cover up took place. I know there's idiots out there like Greg Kading who keeps saying about how there's no way this crazy conspiracy theory of Agent Carson and the FBI. No, it is factual, it's documented, and it's indefensible.
Well, are the documents public though? Are the documents public? Because to say it's factual, it's that not everybody has access to what you have.
Put it this way.
Still an open investigation or something.
There's a difference between talking about an ongoing investigation versus talking about the cover-up that 100% took place, and it's indefensible, John.
Okay.
It's all factual, it's all documented, and for anybody to say, oh, it's impossible for the LA Times and LAPD and the DA's office to be in cahoots to try to shut this down, they are 100% wrong, period. I'm not saying the entire LA Times and LAPD. People need to understand something. I do not have a problem with the LAPD. I have a problem with one person in particular.
Greg Kading?
I don't have a problem with the DA's office.
Yeah.
I have a problem with a couple people there that have serious issues that got kicked off this case. I don't have a problem with the LA Times per se. So I have a serious problem with one particular
12, 13 other people, 12 or 13 other law enforcement agencies from your agency as well, Jeff, that was on this case. Do they believe and concur with what you said, or do they believe and concur with the findings that Greg Kading came up with?
Without question, there is not one person, and I've spoken to people on his task force. You can watch these documentaries, the people that have, say, narrated it. There is not one person that believes Greg Kading. Not one.
Okay.
I just have a simple question to John and Reggie.
Okay, I have one for you guys too that I've been trying to squeeze in. But go ahead, Don.
What exactly do both of you think transpired?
Can I answer that, Reggie?
Yeah, that's easy. We told you. Everybody told what murder rap findings.
I'll say this, Don, and this was what I was one of the questions I was gonna ask you guys, but the reason why I believe murder rap's findings over what you guys are saying, and I'm not saying you guys are wrong or you're lying or whatever, because I don't think somebody's washing their hands or doing something crazy, but is there's a confession. I would love to get you guys' take on how do you explain Teresa Swan's confession?
Oh my God.
Just Don, and this is for Phil, not Don. Don, you have no experience. This is for. Don't say this is insulting. This affects somebody's life who has kids. It's not insulting.
That's the year bullshit. That's why it's insulting to you. That's why.
You know what? You guys are fucking clowns, both.
I told you not to let him on, Reggie.
I just brought your stupid ass on
here. You're a clown and a rat. That's who you are. You're a fucking rat.
Your mama.
And you called Reggie and begged to be on this channel for the last 3 months because you guys have no fucking views.
Another character you'll appreciate who very recently also has decided to continue to have his own mouth and speak publicly online in videos is Reggie Wright Jr.
Of course.
Yeah. And I know you've done so much work around this. Why do you think he continues to partake in conversations, innuendo. He recently threatened Suge, you know, in a video after Suge had kind of called him out in his podcast. And now these two are going at each other. What is your interpretation of why someone like that would just continue to talk? Is he just an idiot, or is there more there?
Well, it's both and. I mean, yes, he's an idiot, but he has motives as well. I mean, he definitely felt threatened by Suge and has a lot of animosity toward him. Suge, and he, you know, but Suge knows stuff about Reggie. Of course, Suge would have to admit his own culpability, but he certainly knows things that, I mean, he could tell the feds in particular about various things Reggie did, mainly, I mean, not just mainly, but certainly to hide assets of Death Row Records. And I mean, that's for sure. I mean, the feds already know it, but I think that Reggie has managed somehow to play everybody off against everybody else, and that includes law enforcement. He is he's an informant / suspect in all of these crimes. You know, he's an informant / suspect in all of these crimes. You know, he's an informant / suspect in all of these crimes. So, and they've, for whatever.
An informant / suspect in the murder of Biggie Smalls, in the murder of Tupac Shakur, in the murder of Montreal, and a whole bunch of other ones. This nigga's an informant and a suspect. Hit that like button, man. Let me see what they talking about in the chat before I get to this video where Damn called the bull an idiot. Veggie, you an idiot. AB, salute, be safe too. Hit the like button, it's appreciated. Travis Smith sound like some aggies arguing over who man Suge is. Hey, listen, Travis Smith, it might sound like that to me too. I'm not going to disagree with you there, but I definitely don't believe what you ain't buying what you selling about them 9.7s. You sound like you a friend of old Curtis. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Spy Deloke. You forgot he told me while begging to be a member of the Damu and Kiwe Conversation and have his position as a founding member once we got it cracking. You didn't hear him say, I'm compromised. I told Reggie Wright this. You compromised. You on the phone with Reggie Wright Sr. and Jr.? Yeah, my nigga, I don't think all the coast is going for that. But look, I can't speak for all of them, but I know what these niggas were saying. Let's get to this.
They got something going on. I don't know what this is about. I might want to interview, so shit.
Woo! Spider, Norvell.
Oh, okay. Hey, you got a circle full of homies. Hey, you already know what's going on, man. Happy Hood Day to the homies. You know what I'm saying? Stay blessed, everybody. It's Money Bad Roll. Real quick, no more pretending, no more putting on for the world. I just want the world to know, hey, what's up with SBR?
What'd you say, homegirl? What you say? Hey,
oh, shit. My name's from 9-7, cuz. Hey, EC, cuz, we don't do the internet shit, cuz. You got your working papers a long time ago, you goofy ass nigga.
See what I'm saying?
Talk to him, huh?
You know what I'm saying? Cuz ain't from 9-7, cuz. We from 9-7, homie. We from 9-7, homie. All the time, homie. The homies here, we from 9-7. You don't come in no hood, no none of that, homie. Cuz ain't from 9-7, homie. We up here with the coasters. We coasters. You know what I'm saying? And even the homegirls. Even the homegirls, ain't just me.
Damn, even the homegirls. So yeah, bro, whenever a nigga say and go public and make a statement, an announcement, a public service announcement that you no longer from the hood, you know what I'm saying? Damn, imagine that. And you come on here trying to convince us without that dude coming back on here and saying the same shit and saying, nah, you know what I'm saying? We got into some other stuff. Nah, that what happened to the public service announcement, brother? We don't believe you. You need more people. You know what I'm saying? And the homegirls. Don't forget to bring the homegirls. They said the homegirls. Well, we finna smoke a little, then get into work. And listen, Lord Bringsy, salute, man. Brian Dow, salute. Travis Smith, like, oh, man, yeah, man. So you got to come with a little bit more receipts than that, player. You know what I'm saying? And hey, listen, man, I wish him good luck. I don't know if you can recuperate a career like that. What he did was career ending. It was bad. You don't remember that? Nigga, we flanked that nigga up. Nigga. And he over there with pork butt. Nigga, you don't see what we just told you? Who he was giving that information to, nigga? Is you Boo? AB got the picture of him on Wheel of Fortune, nigga. Career ending, nigga. Now he could YouTube about, all the other stuff. I wish him the best. But as far as that niche, that demographic where he was, I'm Spider, the most easiest, super cripped out, always pushed to the left and all that. Niggas ain't buying what he's selling, man. Niggas is not believing that. Yeah. Can I buy a vow? That Spider PSA was nasty work. It was nasty work, man. And the reason I'm gonna say that, because I don't got nothing against Spider, but Spider was compromised. I felt obligated to make sure his homies knew what I knew, right? You know what I'm saying? Because niggas be like, oh, you was harboring, you knew. No, I got confirmation 2 different times. He said this, and then he did a couple other things. So the groove was already on him. He really was just following me around. And the homies was like, man, they don't trust him. Nobody trusts him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Then he want to go ask to get his status back, shaking my motherfucking head. Big N, big no. Yeah, big no, man. A white lady got on social media trying to start a race war, and she let come out her pie hole that blacks kill themselves anyway, and they can't him like them, and y'all shoot and miss. Make sure y'all know. Shoot and miss? Damn, you very stereotypical. What do you mean shoot and miss? I'm an internet dude. You do understand, like 99% of the time, shit on the internet happen. That don't ever happen, bro. This is the internet. It's an artificial world. Now, when I see CS2 back, it won't be no shooting unless, he up it and can't take that ass whooping, but he definitely got to run this fade. See all that right there? Yeah, he gotta feel every bit of that. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, we gonna touch everything up in that motherfucker, nigga. He wanted Damu and Kiwe to validate his cripping. Lou for the Lou. Jesus was black and they looking for more than them people. Don't let no one tell you who you are. Black American people. Well, black is a social construct. We melanated, king. God's people. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to find that video. Which video? With the Jeopardy? Spider has sent it to me a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I didn't have no issue with Spider. I had to do that publicly, and it went that way. You know what I'm saying? Once I seen him Every time he get mad, he want to implicate or start internet beef with somebody like Nina Boy. He want to implicate niggas in crime. Let's get to the orca though, man. Hit that like button. We up in here cooking though. You know what I'm saying? Fried pork.
Welcome back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers. The walls are closing in on former Compton police officer Reggie Wright Jr. as new bombshells emerge in the case of Tupac Shakur's murder. Kiwe D, from his jail cell, is now claiming that Reggie was the one who orchestrated the killing. These shocking revelations echo the words of Kevin Hackey, who once predicted that Reggie would be the fall guy.
But I think at the end of the day, ultimately, Reggie is and will be the fall guy at the end of the day.
And now, those predictions are sounding more accurate than ever.
Man charged in Tupac Shakur's murder is speaking out from behind bars for the first time. Dwayne Kiwe D. Davis insists he was 300 miles away when the rapper was shot. Dwayne Kiwe D. Davis insists he was 300 miles away when the rapper was shot.
Kiwe now claims he wasn't even in Vegas the night Tupac Shakur was murdered, further exposing the depth of the cover-up surrounding the case. If Kiwe wasn't in Vegas, yet figures like Vlad TV, Greg Kading, Reggie Wright, and everyone else involved in pushing that narrative insisted he was. It points to a larger, coordinated effort to conceal the truth behind Tupac's death. This suggests there's a powerful machine at work, actively working to bury the real story. At this point, there's really no need for speculation. It's clear that the LAPD coerced Kiwe throughout his entire proffer session, making it all the more evident that the truth has been manipulated from the start.
And they were not allowed to record interviews. And so we were honoring that for Jeff, the FBI guy with us, because he said he can't sit in if they're being interviewed unless he goes and gets special approval. And we weren't going to wait around for that. His decision to surreptitiously record that interview is everything. Like, I can't even tell you, like, I could never have done the book or any of these things. We wouldn't be here where we are today, honestly, I don't think, if he hadn't secretly recorded that entire interview.
I think the recording that I've listened to where Greg Kading just starts doing all the talking, that's not how a proffer session works on the federal side. I think the recording that I've listened to where Greg Kading just starts doing all the talking, that's not how a proffer session works on the federal side. In reading this transcript, once Detective Long leaves the room, they're completely leading Kiwe on what to say and to stick to the story and not let Kiwe speak freely. And instead, they're putting words in his mouth to say, this is what you need to state during this interview. In reading this transcript, once Detective Long leaves the room, they're completely leading Kiwe on what to say and to stick to the story and not let Kiwe speak freely. And instead, they're putting words in his mouth to say, this is what you need to state during this interview. If you stick to this story, you'll sleep well. If you don't stick to this story, you're not going to sleep well, and we're going to potentially cause problems for you, which is complete police coercion, which is crazy. It's not acceptable, obviously. It's hard to be believed, but I'm reading it, so yeah.
You just heard former FBI agent Phil Carson acknowledge that the LAPD coerced Kiwe D's statement. This proves that the FBI is fully aware of the hidden truths surrounding this case.
Now he's pointing the finger at someone else. Chief Investigative Correspondent Aaron Katursky has this ABC News exclusive.
We ain't meant to survive because it's a setup. The death of rap legend Tupac Shakur nearly 30 years ago became one of the nation's most notorious unsolved murders.
Hey, Keith, Metro Police, come over here.
Then in 2023, a breakthrough when prosecutors charged this man with ordering the hit, the only person arrested for Shakur's murder, who now tells ABC News authorities have the wrong man.
I'm innocent. I ain't killed nobody, never did ever kill nobody. They don't have no evidence against me. Came and put me in Las Vegas.
61-year-old Dwayne Kiwe D. Davis says the night of the murder, September 7th, 1996, he was in Los Angeles, 300 miles from the Las Vegas intersection where Tupac Shakur was gunned down.
Prove that I orchestrated this. You know what I'm saying? Your key witness orchestrated this, orchestrated this, orchestrated this.
I'm never mind.
They top witness is the lead suspect. They top witness is the lead suspect.
I think that Reggie has managed somehow to play everybody off against everybody else, and that includes law enforcement. He is he's an informant / suspect in all of these crimes.
The defense pointing to someone else, Reggie Wright Jr., a former cop and security guard for record mogul Suge Knight, who was driving the car Tupac was in the night he was shot. Wright has denied any involvement and has said, "It bothers me because I was in charge of possibly protecting this young man."
But I think at the end of the day, ultimately, Reggie is and will be the fall guy at the end of the day.
Reggie is being set up as the fall guy, but we know the orders came from much higher up. They're going to pin all the blame on him, but we're aware of where the real problem started.
Hey, oh yeah, this dude's Travis Smith is a spider joke fan. Look, Spider Rat. He say, "Dude, Sims, I got a question. Munchie B be talking to Reggie. Does that make him a snitch or a snitch lover?" Well, I'm quite sure that Munchie B is talking to him, getting intel from Reggie Wright as a journalist would interview anybody. As far as Spider-Loc, it was the other way around. Spider-Loc was providing information to an ex-crooked cop, a confidential source. This nigga was providing information to him. Details about murders, details about alleged rape of his homeboy, Nina Boy. I ain't provide no motherfucking evidence. When I talk to Reggie Wright, I'm going to interview him like I interview Stutterbox or anyone else if they have information I believe is pertinent to the narrative that needs to be put out there. And that's the only narrative that even should be heard. And that's truth. Where truth, I'm a truth seeker, bro. Where truth appears, falsehood disappears. If you pay attention to Munchie B shit, tell Reggie Wright he a pig, not a paru. Nigga, he know what's up with that nigga, so he not finna talk to that nigga about nothing incriminating. I could see him even getting interviewed by Reggie. Ain't nothing wrong with that. He has a platform. But as far as a blood of funk, you know what I'm saying? Blood with the B team. Me and him could bro. You can't even compare Munchie B interviewing about information on West Coast hip hop and the history and the alleged Tupac and Biggie murder in comparison to a nigga saying that he's compromised. This is what Spider-Loc said. Reggie has leverage over me because I did some shit I wasn't supposed to do. So I'm like, what this nigga, what you mean Reggie got? Nigga, Reggie's an informant. Reggie's an ex-cop. Once a cop, always a cop. What you mean this nigga got leverage over you, nigga? Oh, man. He was beefing with my homeboy from East Coast, right? And I was beefing with my homie from East Coast. He told me he wanted some dirt on him. So I turned on a nigga from East Coast who has never no paperwork hadn't came up. He was bad, nothing. You gonna turn against your homie for this cop, for this rat. Nigga, what would you do to a nigga like me? A nigga that you know then got active out there on a lot of your allies, nigga. When you recognize a snake, nigga, you get away from that snake or you cut that motherfucking head off. We destroyed Spider Joe. And it wasn't personal. Nigga, your politics wasn't right. But yeah, man, this nigga Reggie wrong. Let's finish this real quick.
There's a lot of conversations going on all the time. Don't go to Vegas, don't go to Vegas, don't go to Vegas. Because at the time, there's a lot of trouble in Vegas, a lot of gangs in Vegas. Oh, look, instinctively, I felt like there was trouble.
I'm going to the studio to make Bob Doe mad. I'm finna go make Bob, I'm finna make you real mad right now. You with Dolores Tucker. I'm finna make a hit for y'all right now.
And prosecutors say Davis incriminated himself in his 2019 memoir, Compton Street Legend, and in this on-camera interview.
You said the shots came from the back. Who shot Tupac?
I keep it for the code of the streets. It just came from the backseat, bro.
Davis now says his previous admissions connected with the shooting were made under duress and for money, claiming he did not write his own memoir and was fed information by police.
I shouldn't have said nothing. You know what I'm saying? Shouldn't have said nothing. And I'm innocent, man.
Prosecutors decline to respond directly to Davis's new claims. They say their case is strong and they expect a conviction. Tupac Shakur is one of the best-selling rap artists of all time. 75 million albums to date. Most of those sales posthumously, thanks in part to hits like California Love. Davis's arrest followed years of fan-driven theories that an intense rivalry between East Coast and West Coast rappers sparked the fatal attack on Shakur.
And I'm being held against my will. I'm supposed to be out there enjoying my twilight. God got my back, and God will see me through this.
The judge has not yet weighed the defense's claim of a different suspect. And right now, Diane Davis is scheduled for trial in February. Diane?
Chief Investigative Correspondent Aaron Katursky.
Wait, he said, hold on. In the hood, if you providing or talking to police, that's considered a no-no, and you get a put off. So what are you saying? Oh, you don't get it, huh? Yeah, I don't think you get put off because you talk with the police. I had to talk with the police in the pen, nigga. I worked in the captain's office, nigga. So how was I supposed to get a put off? The Bloods voted me on the dance floor. They trusted Deuce Sims because I stand on moral integrity for over 30 years and been and faced a lot of shit. 47 years, 30 years, 25 years, 23 years. I didn't even want that motherfucking job. But we didn't want to lose the position. So when the homies nominate me, I stood up to it. So was I supposed to get put off? Listen, my nigga, this is not that. Let's finish this, man. This is almost over with.
Thank you.
Thank you. So that is over with. We're going to get off of that. But it's on the Death Row alumni, World War III. Suge Knight, Big U, Reggie Wright Jr., even the internet guy, John and Bombfirst, who was the internet guy at the road, not Death Row, when it was the road. Stop all the hate watching, people. You need to hit that like button. Come on, move. Hey, don't even beg them, man. You know what I'm saying? What's up, dude? Sims? You finally spelled my name right. Watch Baby for Life. Salute to you, King, and Yael. Salute to you, King. He got some did nerd on me. That nigga Spider jokes. Oh, you know he got some did nerd on me. Did nerd. Nigga, that shit, nigga. Don't make me have to flame that nigga. Nigga, do you know that the internet is forever? Nigga, do you know that the internet is forever, nigga? Nigga is not finna be on the internet talking about Deuce Sims got put off unless they trying to crash. Deuce Sims ain't from the hood unless they trying to really crash. For real, that's above their pay grade, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Them type of decisions is above niggas' pay grade, nigga. With Deuce Sims? Oh, yeah. Believe that. But Nina Boy can't go back to his hood. I don't know about that. I don't know about all that. And I'm not trying to get into all of that. I'm just getting on what we can see on the internet. And on the internet, them niggas from 9-7 and the homegirls, don't forget the homegirls. I hate all these bastards who killed Tupac. That's what the fuck I care about. I'm tired of all these motherfucking gatekeeping the truth. I'm sick of it. Somebody needs to pay for taking Pac away. Hey, man, you sound like me and Scandalous, man. But I don't want them to go to jail. I want to figure it all out. You know what I'm saying? You already know if you do anything around CS2 back, them fans will know before you get home for the night. Listen, they can come get me. I expect them to knock on my door after I knock that nigga out. That's all right. I'm going to do that. You're not going to call me a rat. You're lucky I'm not looking to do more harm to him. I've changed my ways. Yeah, my ways of violence, but we got to get that fade. You said Deuce Sims a rat. I got you. You disrespected Maria. She's a civilian. Ain't nobody said nothing about that hard-knuckled ass, buff-ass cat burgering bitch you got over there, right? But now we on her manly ass. It's all free game. You disrespected John Jr. It's all free games. You lied and said Booger was a rat and all bad because he didn't want to gangbang no more. Nigga, we read his work. He ain't snitched on a nigga, period. Nigga snitched on him. So if he choose, nigga, he didn't sign up for that and he through with it, I wish him the best. He got to live that life. But for you disrespecting me, my family, my woman, you disrespecting the set also, nigga. What's with dude? So a cold demonstration going down. Mental health is real. Shaking my damn head. Kiwe James, salute. That code gonna break when the judge say 50. Nina can't cut because of what he did to a Cripette. Oh, that's why? Fuck Reggie and Wack. Mad Tupac hit Kim first. He said, fuck Reggie and Wack Mac and Tupac hit it first. Let me see what Maria trying to do. G-Mac, I made a few dollars in the bridal place. Kiwe, mental health is no joke. Hey, man, you ain't never lied. Let me see what's up with the beautiful queen. Yeah, you with us? Suge just did a call-in on News Nation. Said, Reggie.
You damn straight.
I can't make that damn call. I forgot I'm live on Clubhouse.
Brother, you on Clubhouse, Instagram, YouTube,
Twitch, Facebook,
Switch, Facebook, MacBook, look, we booking. Deuce Sims is cooking. You understand me, man? Man, I hope y'all getting into this content, man. Being edified to the Most High, man. Listen, we got the tribe of Levi leading the way.
Hey, so you want to play the game?
Listen, brother.
Nah, so you want to play the game, huh?
Nah, brother, we not playing the game. We ain't putting the chemicals in the pudding pot.
Now, y'all want to play the game, so you with the union then, right?
Brother, listen.
Fuck the union, nigga. It's
listen, I said
hey,
nothing about nothing.
Okay. No, you made your decision the other day.
Oh, here we go, bro.
Keefy, I just asked Maria what we eat.
Drop the link in the chat. Drop the link in the chat. Bring up the union.
I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. Anybody got something they want to speak on, man?
Oh man,
yeah,
Deuce, you ain't shit, brother.
Niggas hit them federal USPs, man. Them niggas is savages, nigga. Niggas get told on you in the feds. If you get 10 years or less, they call that a win, nigga. Nigga, you get 10 years or less in the feds, they call that a win. Most of them niggas in there got 155 months, nigga. 360 months. That's 30 years to life, nigga. Niggas, a lot of niggas got washed up, especially during that crack shit and violent crimes, armed career criminals, nigga, money laundering, nigga, that's 25, 30 years. Nigga, my boy Willie Falcone, salute to Willie Falcone. Y'all didn't know I met Willie Falcone in the special management unit, Talladega, Alabama. Now, if you don't know who Willie Falcone is, listen to that Rick Ross song where he say Willie Falcone controls the Dow Jones. One of the hardest bars that fat sloppy body nigga bust. But that nigga, most of these clowns run the narrative that you're a hater, Deuce, bro. But the word truth has been hijacked by weirdos, and they call truth hate now. You hating for telling the truth. You can't make this shit up. Hey, Slim Reaper, bro, it's okay. See, one thing I learned is truth is a deadly motherfucking weapon, right? It'll whip a nigga worse than a rifle or a pen, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, Malcolm got unalived because of his truth. Martin Luther King got unalived because of his truth. See, people that do foul shit, niggas who's told back in the day, niggas who did busted shit back in the day, niggas who got skeletons from taking pussy and booty and all kind. Them niggas always hate the truth because it exposed how foul these niggas is. So they get the, hey, that's our business, homie. Yeah, it's your business for a reason, nigga. You trying to keep that secret up under wrap, You a foul nigga. And a lot of these other niggas be knowing about these foul ass niggas, and niggas is condoning it. Because a nigga got a bag. Or because the nigga knows some smut on that nigga. So at this point, you know what I'm saying? I keep my circle small. I love my loved ones, my family members, villagers, fellow villagers, you know what I'm saying? In my section, you know what I'm saying? And focus on living the rest of my life. A lot of us didn't think we would make it. We here, nigga. Damu and Kiwe Conversation. Let me see. Oh, Maria didn't hit me back. Because if Maria hit me back, this over with. Then we gonna be closing this down. Yeah, Marty ain't trying to do nothing else. Hold on, let me see. We might have another video. No, they still ain't released the video. We got the cartoon video coming out about the $2,000 lick. So, hey, that shit finna be dope as fuck. So when I get it, I'ma post it so y'all can find that in my community. Until then, I want y'all to know that in the question is Suge in the poll, is Suge winning the war at Death Row Records? 72% say yes, Suge is winning. 24% said no, he's not winning. 1% said Reggie Wright Jr. is winning. Somebody got Reggie Wright Jr. is winning. And then 3% of 269 votes, 3% say that Wack100 is winning the war of Death Row Records right
Damn,
now.
so CS2 Back is the #1 Death Row record rat.
No. Not rat. It's Suge Knight winning the war at Death Row Records. Right now, you got Suge versus Reggie and Wack. You got Wack versus Rat James, Mob James, Rat Ass. You got niggas all kind, even the tech dude, John from The Row Records, right? I guess he worked the internet for Reggie. Then that's the one that do Bombfirst with Reggie, right? Oh, Mountaineer, right? You got him heaving in it. It's a slugfest, man, and we here for it. We got T100 in the T100 in the chat. We got a cop say, what did he say? We gonna end the poll. T100 say Reggie don't want no fireworks on his podcast. He says you can't expose all of us at the same time on my podcast. Damn. Yeah, Reggie definitely protecting all of the rats. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no problem. Rats of the same tail together. It's not wrong to talk to the police. If that's the case, when they ask you your name and birthday, you should get put off. It's wrong to give the police info. He got that, Mike B. If he didn't get at that point, wasn't trying to get it. He was trolling. I need a spider. What you said? I need a spider said, what you about 50? So why are you in Milwaukee and not ever back in LA? Damn. Well, I'm in witness protection, brother. And if you really want to know, see, I got the balls to tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? They almost kicked me out the last time I went to LA. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't supposed to be able to ever be around LA gang members no more. And I was around Yael and Big Messy Moore and John Jr. You know what I'm saying? And the homies in the set. And Pop LQ and Tiny Draws and Big U. Right? So I don't know what you mean, never back. And I'm not in Milwaukee, brother. I'm in Madison. It's the capital, brother. Milwaukee, grimy as a motherfucker. I'm in a better position, you know what I'm saying? As far as, you know, shit still happened in Madison, but Milwaukee is like Chicago, nigga. The informant side doesn't like deuces. Yael or Damu and Kiwe Convos because the truth is on this side. The truth is usually hated in the time, but in the future, all of them will say, I been knew he was CS2. Nigga, they hated Jesus because he told the truth. Nigga, unalived Jesus. So you think just because I brought it and I'm from the streets and I done put in work and all of this shit, they supposed to like the truth now? Nah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hating ain't nothing new to me, man. I've been hated on all my life because I'm the truth. Travis, it's cool to move it, ain't it? Spider-Lo said, what you about, 50? What's with dude Travis? Look, they you done got the wrong attention now, Travis. I'm trying to school you. I try to have tolerance with you. They sick of your shit. Travis is really upset. Travis might be old Curtis. Well, Norvell. My bad. His name Norvell. You know. Ain't that what they said on the thing, Norvell? He really bad about Norvell, man. All right, so look, we gonna go ahead and get the hell up out of here. We want to thank everybody for pulling up. I thought that other video was gonna drop maybe tomorrow. We'll get it. Turn on your notifications. If you ain't hit that like button, go ahead and hit that. Tell them where they was at, y'all. We finna get up out of here, kid.
Man, listen, y'all done sat through 2+ hours with the hottest podcast on the internet, man. Salute to everybody on Clubhouse. If you was in the chat, you already know that's where it's at. Salute to the mods on their job. And make sure y'all share that room 3 times so on the hallway. We can get our shine, man. And salute to the YouTube live, man. You already know how the guys get down, man. Salute to the chat. You already know that's where it's at. Salute to the Blue Wrench Mob. They was for sure on the job. And salute to the friends that tapped in for the first time. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this content. We appreciate everybody tuning in. You guys have sat through 2 hours with the most hottest podcasters on the internet. Deuce M's, the Don, and Yael, the Kiwe pop star, bringing you guys the receipts with the authenticity voices of the culture. Damu Kiwe.
Man, I ain't even gonna end it no more. Yeah, if you busy, you can go. I'm feeling. I learned. I know who that is now. We got old Spidey in the house.
I'm gonna mute up.
Oh shit! Hey, so hey, tell old Norvell he can thank Travis Smith. Hey, don't shoot Travis Smith. You know what I'm saying? Since he want to play, you want to be famous, huh? You cloud chasing is always about you.
I'm here, nigga. I ain't going nowhere. So is that him?
Hold on. Yeah, that's old Spidey. Spider Rat.
Brother.
Hold on, let me see. Spider Rat.
Hiding, brother.
Exposed. Oh man, he wanna get in, man.
Told him about Nina Boy.
Hold on, man. Spider Lope. Let me see. We got that. Now you know who broke it down short. What you call it? 2 Gangster for radio. I mean 2 Gangster for YouTube. 2 Gangster for YouTube got on him. Munchie B crushed him. Oh man, hold on, let me see. Oh shit, Dose of Reality TV. Oh, we had all of the things. Yeah, it was bad. It's bad. I can't believe he still wants that, man. You know what I'm saying? This nigga's
Bro, once you cut that water off, bro, it's always different.
Let me see. How long was this one? Let's go to my boy at Dose of Reality TV. Let's have a good laugh on the behalf of Spider Lope. I talked the dog. Golly.
Previously on Confidential Informant Part 2.
Pause. Shout out my nigga Reggie Muff, right? Junior and senior. Is currently active in my campaign to get my comrade from Southside Conti Crip, Mike DeRoe Jr., aka Lil Al, BDL, free Lil Al. Shout out to Big Reggie, Lil Reggie. Now, let me tell y'all something.
Remember that. Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
He online. He did some bullshit publicly.
Nigga.
And then we got over here, whatever, but you know me, it's whatever. You was it was that. Down the line, got into it with Reggie. Reggie called me like, I got some D-Nerd on you.
D-Nerd.
I plugged him with a homegirl that has a rape allegation against the homie, and he did a whole interview with the homegirl.
I don't give a fuck.
Mind you, I am the epitome of a smutless Kiwe.
He just don't get it, man. So I got some phone calls. I was on the phone with a lot of homies, man, and he ain't from the hood, man. I don't know why he trying to play victim and all that, but I told a nigga like this, man. I got some homies coming on here real soon, man. They gonna come on here and it's gonna look bad for them.
Juvenile all till now, 49 years old. Gang banging, absolutely zero smut.
Nigga, I'm the most eastiest, cuz you ain't banged it damn near 30 years, 20 years.
Hey, what the fuck is you taping for, Keisha? We thugs, we can't be on no TV.
Shut up, Ray Ray.
At this time, this individual lost their life. God bless the dead, unfortunately. And Nina Boy was on the campaign singing cuz praises.
And the problem is this. The whole Coast Guard went to that man's funeral. So if you said that I was sympathizing with somebody on paperwork, you gotta be mad at the whole Coast Guard, homie. Not even that.
Guess what the fuck I did in my ward mind? Who got the biggest platform I know that I have access to? Reggie Wright. I called my friend Reggie Wright.
Hey, can you please tell your Negro to back the hell up off me?
Hey, pelvis back 2 inches, homie. But stay up on her, though. What the fuck is it like then, Keisha?
If you listen, I'll tell you.
You tell me.
Who didn't hear me a couple weeks ago when I said I don't give a fuck about what Nan Damu got to say about Kiwe business. But he got people from First Street East Coast. Shout out my nigga Tank. So he don't care what I gotta say about Kiwe business. So it's Kiwe business that you told the ex-cop and his dad about a East Coast nigga that had allegations of date raping another Kiwe female. If that was Kiwe business, why is you telling him? And then why would you tell me? When you tell me on the phone about it, doesn't that make that my business, nigga? You made it my business by telling me your business, nigga. Who was present at the exact funeral? I only say this because I'm at the funeral. It's a big black nigga from East Coast walked up on me, aggressive as fuck, being funny and showing love, talking about the last thing I expected to hear, Damu Kiwe Conversations. I'm looking like, huh? That nigga said a big old nigga Tank low 6'6", nigga about 260, nigga. First Street East Coast, nigga Damu Kiwe Conversations. Press up on him at the funeral. Hey, tell old boy, I could be in witness protection, nigga. Still got longer reach than you do. Let's go. Yeah, I fuck with Ducem. That's my people. I'm like, is that right? I immediately take a picture, send it to Ducem. Shout out to my First later. Need a homie Tank from First Street. We all on the phone together. I say that to say this. Nigga. You real low first and access. If you want to know what I did at the funeral.
Yeah, man. Hey, you was about to get your ass beat up bad, but nigga, you already had a cameraman. Listen, you had a cameraman with you, and it was one of the most important funerals of the year, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I was the G home girl, cuz wasn't nobody. Nigga, you know you got that hall pass, cuz you on this internet, and everybody know, cuz niggas is not. I'm telling y'all. We don't want that nigga. Nobody want cuz. Ain't nobody fucking with him.
And wait to get my hands on this food. Come on out, cuz.
Ray, cut it out. You're gonna make it mad.
I don't give a fuck, Keisha. He should be worried about making Ray mad up in here, bitch.
Who you calling a bitch?
Show yourself.
No, Ray, don't do that. Don't. Thinking it was thorough. They were supported by Big U. Papa LQ from Rolling 60s. I thought they were official. We had a fake ass internet gang that I had them convinced that I really was pleased to be a part of.
I know how this go. Don't turn on me, y'all. Y'all the last.
Hold on, back that up. What did he say?
Oh, so it was a fake internet game? That's what he said?
Y'all making Ray mad.
Oh, wow.
Who you calling a bitch?
Show yourself.
No, Ray, don't do that. Dang, thinking it was thorough. They were supported by Big U. Papa LQ from Rolling 60s. I thought they were official. We had a fake ass internet gang. I thought they were official. We had a fake internet gang. What the real reason for wanting to be with Damu Kiwe Conversation? We was some fake niggas. Why would you be begging? Put yourself in a submissive position to a nigga that was faking.
I don't know. Make it make sense. Spidey Whitey.
That I had them convinced that I really was pleased to be a part of.
I had them convinced.
I just go, don't turn on me, y'all. Y'all the last group of people I can connect with online. Without y'all, there's nobody.
Y'all the last group of people I can connect with online. Without you guys, there's nobody. Why would you have to pretend that you was with us and loyal to us, unless you was already working with them niggas? World boy, yeah, come back. Don't run now, nigga.
But actually, personally, being a part of it held absolutely zero consequence. But as we was politicking and we shared a few of the same ops, holding on 100 to be particular.
Man, this crazy. I'm sitting back. This is all the messages that this nigga been. He sending me messages every day. Every day. This is Spider sending me all this content. All this content. But you don't fuck with me. But why in the fuck is you constantly sending me info? Like, come on, bro. Spider-Lo told me, look, I told you he been out here hating on you on the low. Look, this is Spider-Lo sending me Wack100 number. Bruh. This is Spider sending me Wack100 number, bro. Like, come on, man. This is crazy.
Oh, Spider-Lo sending Nina Boy Wack100's number all alone. He's acting as if he's supporting and cherishes the Damu and Kiwe Conversation because he was the mole. We been knew he was the mole. Yael, when you told me that you didn't want to talk to him no much, how long ago was that before we ended up exposing this nigga?
It was, I mean, shit. I remember when you said some shit about the nigga being compromised, I was like, bro, nah, bro. When he said he was compromised, I'm like, nah, cut that nigga off, bro. I don't got nothing to say to no nigga talking about some he compromised, nigga.
So who removed him from the group?
I did.
Okay, but even before that, Diamond had ran a play to see whether or not he was the one compromised.
Oh yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
And then he had put girl in a group text with all of the team.
Yeah, it was like, man, get her the fuck out of here, bro. What the fuck is you doing? That's weird.
Yeah. Yael handles like the security shit with Damu and Kiwe Conversation. So him and Big Messy, Bomani, they call the shots on all of that shit. And when they make a call 9 times out of 10, I'm supporting them. 9 3/4 time out of 10, I'm supporting them brothers. Them my brothers. If it wasn't that serious, then why did he go make a spinoff called Kiki Cat Being Boo? He asked me for permission on the dead homies, nigga. Hey, me.
He was like, hey, Deuce, I just want to get y'all a blessing. You know what I'm saying? I just want to get y'all a blessing, the Damu and Kiwe blessing. You know what I'm saying? Because, it's a prolific thing that the prolificies of the understandings of the connections of the both of the two, if the two unite, it ignites a fire inside of the Damus and the Kiwe. I'm like, nigga. We could just be Damu and Kiwe, and that could just be the way. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, Munchie be a solid dude, and we thinking like, okay, if he's gonna do that, and he's asking for the blessing, okay, and you genuinely trying to bring the Damus and Kiwes together with authenticity, and you really genuinely feel that making a brother platform to the Damu and Kiwe could uplift and bring the people together, so be it. But the whole time, it was just a bunch of bullshit. Don't get me wrong, it was a good thing at one point in time. But again, anything that's not created out of love, genuineness, and authenticity with true in heart is never going to last, man. And that's why that shit didn't last, bro. It was a lot going on over there. Salute to Munchie B standing on his business and everything. But, this is the original. It's going to forever be the original. You know?
Listen, man. I think that motherfuckers know over here we have accountability. So he wanted to be a part of what we had on, but he's a drug addict. He's a failed rapper. You know what I'm saying? The nigga walking around, getting drove around by a nigga asking his homie to hold his blanket. This is what the nigga gonna tell the whole world. That he asked the nigga to hold it. Nigga, why is you talking about and another nigga getting in his car with a blam? Why is you having that kind of talk on the internet, period? And then you ain't got draws on, and then you start fighting the man, and this the nigga Spider Loc didn't have no draws on when he had that fight. Nigga said
free balling.
Yeah, he was free balling on the dead homies. He told us that. Yeah, he's a drug addict. Man, that nigga.
Like y'all was like, I know something happened, but
well, no, he was compromised, right? So the first thing, he put the girl in the chat, in the group text chat, and we don't know her. We ain't screened her nothing. So they got on the nigga head about that. Then niggas put something out, and he did some weird shit like, hey, Wack gonna be at No Jumper today, this and this and that. I'm like, ain't you in the city? Said, yeah, sister, what the fuck you sending a text to us talking about doing that, nigga? What the fuck you think you is? So then he did some other weird shit, going back and forth with Big Messy, and Messy don't do nothing. So by that time, then he did some weird shit, and TD get on his helmet. I'm like, bro, this nigga every week, nobody never has no back and forth, no nothing. It's all peace, and every single time, nigga, you at the core of it. Nigga off of Molly or X pill early in the morning. Oh man, my bad too, Stim. I apologize.
I'm gonna refresh your memory. Remember I brought it up with you when I said, is Reggie he trying to press play on this nigga, but when the homie caught the minutes was on blood, he hurried up and threw it off on the nigga Rosemo.
No, you did say that. I wonder where that audio's at.
Cause I was wondering, like, damn, like from my knowledge, like Dr. Minute said, he disrespected his partner that was rest in peace, so he felt like he needed that, which is Black Owl, I forgot the homie name, but. And then I remember they was supposed to get down because Scott called him out. But I don't, you know, that's why I was like, I don't know. He hurried up and threw it off on his boy. That's why I was like, we'll get that nigga a little leeway to talk shit up in here when he automatically turned down the fade.
Yeah, well, you know, it was all a farce. You know what I'm saying? The whole image he was portraying, all of that shit was a farce. So, but the main thing was he the nigga told Yael removed the nigga from the Damu Kiwe chat. So then he begging me to get back in, man, put me in. I'm like, look, nigga, you compromise. No, I said, look, niggas thinking you fucking with Wack and Reggie and them too tough. Reggie is Wack daddy, nigga. Why is you always on the phone with this nigga? Nigga, you ain't put out no content with this nigga, so you ain't doing it for content. Why are you always telling us you on the phone with him? Oh, man, this and this and this and that. Mind you, he high and drunk. Then he goes back after telling me that he's doing it for the nigga from Southside. Supposed to have had the shootout with Baby Lane, and when Baby Lane got killed or some shit, and he was talking about that, saying not only did he talk to Reggie Wright about this crime on trying to help get this nigga out, but he talked to Reggie Wright daddy. And then he kept going, and we just listened to the nigga talk. And the nigga said, But I'm gonna be real with you, Ian, man. I'm compromised. I'm compromised by Reggie Wright. He got some did nerd on me because I was getting into it with Nina Boy. Nina Boy was going at it with Reggie. Reggie called me and told me he needed the dirt on Nina Boy. And I hooked Reggie up to interview a girl from their hood who was a legend. The nigga Nina Boy did a grape on the girl, like a date grape. You know what I'm saying? So nigga like, what? I hung up the phone. I said, hey, man, I got to go back to work. You know what I'm saying? And so once I told niggas, I'm like, bro, y'all think we should go to the coasts? They were like, nigga, imagine nigga come tell your homies that Due Sims is compromised. How many of your homies gonna go with on the word of a nigga that's a crip? Nigga, you yeah. So it's like, nigga, the only way that you gonna have proof of that is if you record that nigga. And I was like, well, he is foul if he did that. And then the nigga called back another day, still trying to get on. And nigga, I got my boys, nigga, we all on the phone. Nigga, probably 10 deep. Niggas got the recording, and the nigga said the shit again repeated and he compromised and got to breaking it down. So after that, I'm telling niggas like, man, this shit could start a gang war. Niggas could take it the wrong way. And I'm like, but at this point, nigga, it's almost like, nigga, if we don't let niggas know, we harboring. You know what I'm saying? So niggas like, yeah, I'm gonna holler at a couple keyways I know from Coast and just spread it to them the easy way. Cause really I didn't want to do the nigga, but at this point I'm obligated to. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, fuck. Then the nigga, what it was, he did Nina Boy like that because him and Nina Boy's mad at each other and having a cyber war. So he do this to incriminate the nigga Nina Boy. So then what happened, him and Munchie B calling me, both of them, about they shit, because they hollered at me, hey, we gonna start the Damu and Kiwe conversation. Nigga Spider, like, I just want your blessings. Like, look, bro, as long as y'all represent yourself like real Damus and Kiwes, nigga, we ain't got no trademark on anything Damu and Kiwe and everything that's Crippin' blood, nigga. Nigga, just represent it. Hopefully more niggas catch on. They might not feel us, but they might feel y'all niggas in y'all unity. So the niggas did they shit. So he telling me, man, Munchie be this, Munchie be that. I'm like, listen, bro, y'all both you trying to swing too hard to the left. Munchie be super active. He gonna swing hard to the right. It just ain't working out. You know what I'm saying? And so once they start going at each other and disrespecting each other and all that, I told them both I'm not getting into it. They both called me. I'm like, I'm not getting into it. Then I hear the nigga, I didn't even want to listen to it. Then I hear the nigga say, Munchie B getting in my car, not even telling me he got the blammer on. I said, bro, imagine if I was Munchie B and a nigga, I'm blind. I'm famous. I'm a famous blood rapper, right? That Inglewood PD, and you know how IPD been. For the longest, they had that reputation. They all know me. And now this nigga goes on 90-some thousand subscribers telling them I'm jumping in his car with Blick and not telling them. Nigga, that's the same shit he did when he got mad at Nina Boy. I said, bro, this shit getting out of hand. This is just what he do. You get into it with him, nigga, he gonna play police game. I said, yeah, I'm finna holler at him. I'm gonna holler at the coaches, nigga. And they told me, you know, if they would have been like, nah, we gonna handle it in-house, don't go public with it, I would have did it. Dead homies. The coaches said, flame that nigga. Flame him. Nigga, we ain't harboring a house and no rats. That's police shit, bro. So it wasn't never nothing personal. But he took it personal after that. That's the video we listening to now. You know what I'm saying? And then the video, he was begging, nigga, man, please reinstate me back to my standing amongst the Damus. It was embarrassing. Then after,
I don't think Nina Boy get enough credit because based off the fact that he did what he did with basketball, niggas thought he did some but with God still went over there and got his DP out the way when he was called upon and all that shit. So niggas still gotta, you feel me? Because I feel like that was some gangster shit. Like you knew you had something coming after that fight, you went over there and handled that. And Spider Love was the main one.
Win, lose, or draw. Win, lose, or draw. You did whatever. Yeah, whatever he had to do to get stay in good standing with his people. Spider has crackhead tendencies. I don't know if he off the brack. Maybe Christina Aguilera, maybe some X or something. I'm not sure. The crack though, my nigga. Crack is whack, and whack is crack. You know what I'm saying? He's not dead. I just looked it up. I was just commenting on another show. It wasn't this many people in the chat. I'm lost for real, for real. Let's finish this real quick. It's almost done. This was hilarious.
Man, that's crazy. Spider-Loc sent me Wack number, bro. Like this.
Right.
I talked to dog.
Y'all look at Reggie Wright like the police. I never have. He's one of my peers in this content creator space and a long life friend for 25 years.
I don't give a fuck.
Coming soon to a dose of reality TV.
Ever since you've been on the internet, you have threatened people, disrespected people and their loved ones, disrespecting the dead, blackmailing people in the open. Cash Jones, or should I say CS2 back, your actions have consequences. I want to play a game.
We gotta run that back one more time. Now maybe I can find the Two Gangsters for Radio. Let me see, man. Because if I could do that one was funny too. And oh man, it was hilarious. Yeah, we gonna have to get to it, man. Let me see. Two Gangsters for Radio. I mean, Two Gangsters for YouTube. Hit that like button if you ain't already did it. Thanks for hanging out with the Damu and Kiwe Conversation. Two Gangsters for YouTube. Yeah, that's crazy. They shit ain't popping up hard. Two Gangsters for YouTube. It might be on Paperboy Newsstand. That might be it. Hold on. Man, I ain't been seeing Paperboy Newsstand lately. It's him and Two Gangsters for here it go right here. Y'all wanted them to get fried. You know what I'm saying? Y'all wanted them to get fried. Oh, it was bad, man. I'm telling you, that nigga was down bad. You know what I'm saying?
Paperboy News here to deliver y'all that daily report. That seems like it's Spider-Loc against everybody because he had issues with Nina Boy, Infinitesimo, Wack100, Brick Baby, the whole No Jumper, and now Dude Sims and Active Chucks. Now Dude Sims said he can understand why Spider-Loc don't got no homies because every time he chops it up with somebody, as soon as they leave, he talks ish behind their back.
We got audio of Spider-Loc. And y'all want to save him. Y'all want to defend him. He's a snake. He's a creep. That's why his name is Spider. because he's definitely a creep.
Now, Dude Sim said he's a reformed man now, and he doesn't like black-on-black crime. And he said he had some information on Spiderlock, but he withheld it. But he said it's only right that he reveals this information, being that Spiderlock went on his platform and said all these bad things about Munchie B. Now, Dude Sim says Spiderlock's living a lie, because when he's on his platform, he claims that he's a real Crip, and he keeps it solid and easty all the way through and through. But he said when he gets emotional and mad, that's when he starts snitching. Then he says for everybody that claims they love Spiderlock and they close with him, why you watch him abuse those drugs and alcohol then? Now, Dude Sim said he knew that there was something wrong with Spiderlock because every time he used to chop it up with him on the phone, he always told them, let's drop content on Reggie Wright because he's no good. And he said every time Spiderlock kept defending him. Now, Dude Sim said he was confused because he thought Spiderlock was a real gangster and he didn't hang around busters and rats. So why was he defending one? And he said later on in the conversation, he found out why. Now, according to Dude Sims, with the conversation that he had with Spiderlock, Reggie Wright had some dirt on him. So that's basically why he never spoke bad about him. Now, Dude Sims said it's not only bad that Spiderlock was friends with an ex-cop, but now that ex-cop got dirt on you. Now, as soon as Spiderlock got mad at Munchie B, he immediately started his own group chat and he went straight in on Munchie B, talking about everything all the way down to the peanut butter. Then he shows an old ass pic when his daughter was just a baby, basically saying that Munchie B's trying to holler at his young ass daughter. Come to find out, his daughter is grown as hell. Then Dude Sim says just because Spiderlock had a fallout with Munchie B, he tried to make Brick Baby hate him too by telling Brick Baby that Munchie B told him that he be talking and dating trannies. Now, Brick Baby, already knowing what type of person Spiderlock is, told them that some things don't need to be shared online. And Spiderlock responded back by saying, I don't give a F. Then on top of that, Dude Sim says Spiderlock has female tendencies because he said, what grown-ass man calls another grown-ass man at 4 o'clock in the morning to talk about internet beef about another man? And he said he almost got him in trouble with his baby mama because she was laying right beside him, saying, who the F is that? Now, Dude Sim said he had no choice but to block Spiderlock's number. Now, if you guys can remember, Brick Baby said he was playing online poker, and at 4 o'clock in the morning, Spiderlock called him, so he had to fold his hand. And the reason why he was mad at Spiderlock is because the hand that he folded ended up turning into quads. Now, Dude Sim said he hit up Munchie B and told him that he had to block Spiderlock's number because he a grown-ass man and he don't have time for childish behavior. Then he said on top of that, Spiderlock went against everything he talked about online, which is the G code. Now, in Spiderlock's own words, he don't give a phenuck about anybody when he's mad. Well, I guess that's true because he says Nina Boy's his homie and he dropped dime on him. Now, Spiderlock's crashing out and day by day, he's losing friends. But I left y'all with one last piece of audio, and before I play it out, y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in that comment section. Paperboy knows that. Y'all be safe and stay dangerous out there. Gow.
He called me like, yo, I got some D-Nerd on him. I plugged him with a homegirl that has a rape allegation against the homie, and he did a whole interview with the homegirl. He interviewed the homegirl about her sleeping her. So my thing with Reggie is, if I go big on him, you know his whole character. He's going to expose that I turned him on to that info. That's going to make me look bad. That's going to make me look bad.
Yeah. Nasty work, man. Nasty work. Oh yeah, man. Old boy Travis, I know you had to be Spiderlock. Spiderlock doesn't care as long as he gets get a response. You know what I'm saying? Like he kind of like CS2 back used to be always trying to get a response from Big U and the Crip Cop trying to get a response from Big U. Spider, that type of nigga, he don't really care. You know what I'm saying? He knows he's a piece of shit. That shit had me through last night, had my throat burning. I'll be thinking the same thing. Y'all tripping down there, man. But yeah, man, that was nasty. What they gonna do about his drug use? Hopefully they get him some help. He been looking like he was doing better, and then I seen it look like he fell off the wagon on one episode. But you know, prayers to that brother, man. I don't wish him bad. It is what it is. He can do it however he want to do it over there. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it go. I had a car tire pop in my face while I was putting air in it. Now I'm scared. Oh, damn, you easy target. If you faded, 205 KK, leave the bar key alone. And that ex-cop is a paraplegic. Dudes hit me to that the other night. Not me. You didn't hear Suge saying let your wife go if you love her at all and you got any respect and love for her, let her go. Why you got her wiping your ass? You know what I'm saying? Feeding you. You know what I'm saying? Aunt came back saying ODM looked like Eddie Murphy had a kid with Kurt. Wait, who said that about ODM? Oh, ODM said, Aunt. Oh, man, listen, I'm not finna get into that. Them Crips gonna turn against me. They running content. Get both of them brothers, get y'all money, man. That's my go-to small. As long as it don't escalate, man, they winning. What the fuck, motherfucker was high as hell, Nina. Loke not a real Crip. Yeah, it's nasty work, man. But I don't know why y'all had me do that. Oh, let me see if that other video came. Oh, yeah, Maria made tostada. So we already took us out. Y'all just got some extra bonus time. Till the next time, Damu and Kiwe Conversations.